Right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's doing alright this morning. I'm doing alright. I've got fresh hot coffee. No surprise there. Let me get a sip. You know what else is not a surprise? Hang on one sec. That, of course, first sip is best sip. I don't know what's going on. Let me see here. Stream preview showing a black screen. Hope that's not true. Let me refresh this. I always have my OBS and I have my stream preview up so we can keep an eye on things. Okay, it looks fine. But let's make sure we stay tabbed in. So what's going on this morning? Y'all, we got a new game on deck. We got Genshin Impact. I've heard from a few of y'all that you like this game, that you play this game, that you enjoy this game, you know. And so I figured I'd give it a try, you know, play it a little bit for y'all. This would be my first time playing, first timer. You know, just like the stream title says, come bask in mommy's confusion. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of that. I have not done the single bit of research on this game. I do not look into games. I go in blindfolded, y'all. Blindfolded. I care not to know what the opinions of other people are about a game before I try it, because I do not want my own whale poisoned. Y'all have heard of that concept, the poisoning of the whale? That's where your judgment of something is influenced by outside sources before you've even had exposure to it. You know, if somebody says something negative about something and you go and then you try it, you might have a negative being coming into it. You know, it might taint your entire perception. Same thing with positive. Somebody says something flowery about a game or a movie or whatever, some media, whatever it is, a restaurant, hey, you know, you're going to go in there and the food might even taste better because you're going in with a positive tilt. And I don't wish to do that. So I don't watch and read about games and do all that before I play them. I just play them so I can have my own pure reaction to it. And so that's what I'm planning to do this morning. But now that that's out of the way, I hope y'all are doing good. I'm doing good. I don't have much to report this morning. You know, nothing too out of the ordinary. Y'all, I don't think I told y'all this. I told my girlfriend this, but y'all, before we get started with this, I always like to, you know, connect with y'all a little bit, touch base, whatever. And sometimes I like to just tell you a little story if I got one. And I just thought about it. I forgot to tell y'all this. Holy schmoly. Holy cannoli. Holy guacamole. I forgot to tell y'all this. I'm about to tell you. Let me get a sip of coffee and I'm going to tell you. So, a few days ago, y'all, is the music too loud? Maybe it's let me go ahead and hop in here so we can adjust the music a little bit. Hold on, cancel this. And we've got click to begin. There we go. Okay. So we've got a thing to do before we actually hop into the game. I have to show y'all a little video because I did log into the game and set up the sound a bit, but that's all I did. I didn't even level my character. I didn't even all I did was see the world and I backed right out of it. I said, oh my gosh, this game's pretty. Why can't I actually adjust the audio from there? no. Okay, so maybe we go ahead and hop in the world. Crap. Hold on. Don't let me forget, because I got this story to tell you, and then we got a little thing to watch. But don't let me get ahead of myself, because I'm going to tell you the story first. But we have to hop in the game so we can adjust the audio so the music's not so loud. That's one thing I did. Okay, so this is all I did, y'all. Is I logged in and I looked around. I made my character and I logged out. I said, I don't want to spoil any of this. I want to show it all on stream. Okay, so the music isn't going right here. Okay, but you can see I named my character Nodastraza, or Nodastraza, as it's properly pronounced. But of course, the pun lives on, y'all. Nodastraza, aka Nodastraza. And somebody took this name in WoW. They stole it because they saw my Nodagosa and they were like, oh, let me steal her fucking name before she can name a character Nodastraza. Because I checked the other day. Anyway, y'all, hold on. Gonna tell you a story. Okay, here we go. So the other day, I got up. I started smelling something. I woke up in the middle of the night and I got a whiff of something and it did not smell good. And I said, what the... Okay. Hold on, we're going to turn that down. I don't need her yawning all in my damn ear, just straight out the gate. Dialogue, would it be
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay?
the high-pitched voice? My goodness. Okay. So I got a whiff of something. It didn't smell very good. But I ignored it. I said, my God, it's like 3 a.m. And I rolled over and I went back to sleep. I got up in the morning, y'all. I opened the door to come out because I always close the door to this room so I can sleep without the cat coming in here bothering me, y'all. Because he'll jump, like, you know how cats are. He'd be in and out of my room like 10 times out of the bedroom in the night. I tried it early on, and he does this thing where he comes and goes every 2 to 3 hours, and you know, the whole cat nap and shit. He won't just hunker down all night and sleep with me. So I said, I can't be doing that. He's waking me up all the time. So I closed the door at night. Well, I come out of here in the morning, y'all. Oh my fucking God, it hits me right in the face like a slap. Something has clearly died. And I thought it was in the house. And I was like, man, what the frick is that smell? It was terrible. I about threw up, y'all. It hit me so hard. I said, God, did a skunk get in the house? And did Chester get in a fight with it? I didn't know what was going on. And I said, oh my God. So I start looking around and I can't find anything. And so there's nothing in the house. And then the air conditioner, I've got central air, y'all. It comes on. And then oh my God, it's like coming out the air vents. And I said, this is under the house. And I said, something has died under the house. I said, I wonder if it's like a possum. Number one, how did it get under there? Because the last I checked, my foundation vents were all very good. And they were intact, and there was I did the best I could, y'all. I've had this surgical procedure, and I can't really be getting down, crawling around and shit. So I just walked around the house and checked my vents, and I said, nothing's broken the vents or anything. And so, but I was like, I can't go crawling under the house. You know, this would be a problem. So I called somebody. And this fucker comes out. He charges me an arm and a leg. He goes under the house. He comes back and he tells me that whatever it is that's died has done so in your duct work. I said, what? He said, yeah, it's got in your, it's got into your central air ductwork. I said, no way. He said, yeah. He said, now it's up. He's like, it's up to you. I can cut it and take it out, but I, need your permission. I said, well, fuck, I can't be smelling some dead ass animal or whatever it is for the next, until the thing rots, It would be like, it would get flies all in the house and shit. And so he's like, okay, I'll do it. He said, but it's going to be like $200. I was like, the fuck? Are you shitting me? And he's like, I was like, can you not do it for any less than that? And he's like, well, he's like, let me he said, let me see what I can do. He said, maybe I can do it cheaper than that. He said, I'll let you know when I get done. He said, but it might be $200. I said, okay. And so he gets done and he gets the thing out of there. He said, it's a possum. He said, I did have to cut. He said, it already pulled some of your ductwork down, but I had to cut. He said, you're going to have to get an AC person out here to like fix your ductwork. And I was like, oh, damn. But yeah, he still charged me, but he not like $30 off of it. So it's like one, but still, I mean, God, $170 to crawl under the house. Now, he was under there about an hour. So I imagine, yeah, if I would have had, I could have easily done it myself if I was well. But, and I hate having somebody do something like that I can do myself, but I'm on my back foot at the moment. And just paid all these doctor bills. Like, god damn. But yeah, this was a couple days ago. I completely forgot to tell y'all about this. It was a thing. I mean, my god, this thing was stinking to high hell. I don't know why I forgot to tell y'all that story. But yeah, so it's much better. Like even just a day or so later, like the smell is basically gone, all but just a tiny bit. But now I got to call somebody out here because I don't know how to do duct work. I guess once I get a little better, I can go under there and look at it. So I might put it off a bit. But he said he didn't know how it got in either, because he said he looked at my vents and everything. I said, no, I know, bro. I already told you I looked at them. Like, I could at least do that. Like, I'm the fucker that put the things in there, okay? Like, I know they're in there good. That's right. But yeah, I don't have any hauls. But yeah, that's just a little story, Pooh, y'all. I always like to start off. If I've got a little story, I like to tell it to you. I feel like it just helps us connect good, But okay, y'all. So Genshin Impact. This girl is so tired. Poor little Noda Straza. She's so sleepy, y'all. She can't stop. She's as bad as me with the stretchings and the yawnings, apparently. My God. At least I don't sound like that. I mean, I know I make some mouth noises when I stretch, etc. But maybe it's not as bad as her. But anyway, so I got to show y'all this because this is my first time playing. I know I've said that already, but the thing about this game is, as far as I can tell, there's no real way to go back and watch the first little cutscene. So I'm going to have to show it to you on YouTube, because you can only make this one character. This is my first time playing a game like this. I've been told this is a gacha game. Now, I don't gamble. Okay, it's a philosophical position, y'all. I do not gamble in life. I prefer, y'all know I like chaos, but I like a certain type of chaos. Okay, I prefer, I'm not into gambling. Let's just put it like that. Have y'all ever heard, I think it's called the gambler's fallacy, or the gambler's paradox, where the worst thing a person can do when they're gambling their first time is to get lucky. Have y'all ever heard that? Because it does something in your brain and it starts this whole chemical cascade and makes you feel like that's the set forward pattern. So people will go gamble and they win this whole jackpot, right? And they're filthy rich. But for like 10 days, because they turn right around and think that same luck is going to be there, and now they're flat broke and they're fucking bankrupt. But that's the gambler's paradox. The worst thing that can happen to a gambler is they get lucky their first time. So I don't gamble. I know I told y'all I went to Vegas one time with some friends. I spent it was either $20 or $25, y'all. Yep, didn't win shit. Okay, it all went in the slot machines, but I got to pull the lever a few times, and that was good enough for me. I just don't have it in me, y'all. I don't really get addicted to stuff. So that's just not in my blood, y'all. I don't have that demon. I've got many other demons, but I don't have that demon. Okay? Let me get a sip of coffee. Now I'm going to show y'all this video. You know, we having our little gap sesh. Let me show y'all this video. Okay, so this is the opening cutscene, and you can't just make a new character and watch it. So I want to show y'all this in case y'all aren't familiar with Genshin. And so that way we'll have this, we'll have shown this. Because I thought it was pretty good. And so we'll go through this and react to it. Let's do full screen. So this is the little movie that plays when you make your character, your first character, as far as I know. There may be other ones I have no idea, for different characters. I don't know, but this is the opening sequence.
So, what you're trying to say is that you fell here from another world? But when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world, your path was blocked by some unknown god?
Yeah, very interesting. So they were trying to leave this world and go on to another one, and their path was blocked by an unknown god. Yeah, interesting. There's a slippered foot. Is it Salatath? No, her feet are not slippered, y'all. You know.
Outlanders, your journey ends here.
Oh, so that's evil music, y'all. You can hear the bend it took there. She's telling them that their journey ends here.
Who are you? The sustainer of heavenly princes.
Oh my, I don't know, y'all. I don't know much about anime. I have to be completely transparent with y'all because this is a family channel. We don't tell lies. We don't use humor on this channel. We don't use sarcasm or anything like that, y'all. Because those are all facets of Satan and they have no place on this channel. So I don't know much about anime, y'all. My girlfriend had me watch Dragon Ball Z, one of the movies. That's as far as I've gone. You know, I didn't even know what a fucking Pikachu was. You know, I knew that it was a Pokemon. That's all I knew about it. And the only reason I knew that was because, well, you just see it everywhere. Everybody's talking about Pikachu this, Pikachu that. I would have not had any idea what it was. You know, I think I spent like 10 years seeing a Pikachu without even knowing what it was. It was 10 years before I found out that it was a Pokemon. You know? So I don't know a whole lot about anime. But here's one thing I do know. These are evil eyes. You know, these are different. And she's got this dark, they use a lot of dark light themes, y'all. And so anywhere you see dark, a little dark here, and her eyes are, you know, I don't know what, they just look evil. That's the best I can say about it. And also she's inhibiting, you know, she's prohibiting things. And that's what evil people like to do. They like to prohibit stuff. You know, in the 1920s, they tried to prohibition against alcohol. That was evil. Because alcohol's a lovely beverage.
The arrogation of mankind ends now.
Oh, so she's going to end all mankind. Well, I'll be safe because I'm not a part of mankind, y'all. I'm a part of womankind. Wowie. Oh my God, she's shooting blocks. I'll be honest with you, when this first, I'm glad we're watching it again because, you know, scatterbrain shit. Stuttering memes, scatterbrain memes, whatever. I didn't pay much attention to it, so I'm glad we're watching it again. And see, here they have you select a twin. And of course, I picked the girl. You know, I just feel I identify more with the female. So that's better for me. And then here they have a boy. So, you know, people that identify more with that can do that. No, they picked the boy. Gosh, terrible decision. And then you get to put your name in. So they're twins. Okay, it's a dead giveaway right here because it says pick your twin. So I'm interested to know if you run into, later in the story, if you run into your twin and you can play with them or whatever. I think it's something to do, like some kind of team building game. I don't know how it works, y'all. I'm eager to find out. I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty hyped. Anytime I get to play a new game, I'm very excited. So I'm very excited today. Hold on, what was his name?
Ether!
Oh, she said ether. So she's casting a spell. I always pronounce that aether, y'all. Like it has a fucking A on it. You're never going to get me to call that ether. I'm sorry. If you wanted me to call it ether, you should have had it start with an E. I'm sorry. But I'm also not sorry. Fuck it. Explosions. Oh. See, that's super cool. I like the whole little square graphic thing happening in her arm while she's casting spells.
Wait, don't go! Get
Oh shit, she literally blocked her.
my brother back!
Oh no! That's how you block somebody.
And just like that, the god took away my brother. Some kind of seal was cast upon me, and I lost my power. So while we used to travel from world to world, we are now trapped here. How many years ago was it? I don't know. But I intend to find out. I was completely alone.
So she doesn't even know how long ago this took place. So we're kind of like, the story starts off with a bit of confusion. You know, you're probably going to be a bit of a wonder. Stop it. A bit of a wanderer.
From the time I woke, right up until I met you.
Trying to find out about our origins and stuff. This is a common storytelling trope.
2 months ago.
Yeah, Paimon really owes you for that. Otherwise...
It's kind of how, if y'all are familiar with, I know I hadn't role-played in a long time, but if y'all are familiar with Nodagosa's story, it's something like that, right? So she's trying to find her origins and stuff.
Paimon likely would have drowned, so Paimon will do her best to be a great
Oh,
guy.
hold on. She was fishing that girl. She was fishing her up out of the water.
Right up until I met you 2 months ago.
Yeah, Paimon really owes you for that. Otherwise, Paimon likely would have drowned. So Paimon will do her best to be a great guide.
Oh, how cute.
We should head off. Let's get going.
She's like a little pixie or almost like a fairy type thing going on. Okay, so very good. Very good. Let me like this video. Good job uploading this, Dankin X Dan. Good job on that, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to show y'all the opening sequence to the game. I would have had to make, I read about it, I would have had to make a whole nother account with another email and everything, because they don't let you do that. And I wasn't willing to go through all that, so. Okay, let's do this thing, y'all. Genshin Impact. Let's hop into it. Let me get a sip of coffee and we'll get started. So this is my character, Nodestraza. You can kind of edit your profile, change your avatar, edit your nickname, set your birthday. Maybe I'll do, well, to what degree do you set it? It's just the month and the day. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Achievements. I don't have any chievies yet. Let's look at my character. Okay. It's got a bit of a Final Fantasy theme going here on the character screen, where you're kind of standing at what the best way I could describe this is that you're standing on an astral plane of sorts, right? And you just sort of got the cosmos swirling about you. This is very common. Let's see. So max health, don't have quite 1,000. Attack, so it's quite simple. Okay, so attack is 41, defense is 57. So you have some basic stats and you have 5 of them. Elemental mastery, we'll find out more about what that is. Stamina's 100. Details, let's see. Okay, and then they give you a breakdown, right? Crit rate, damage, these are common. Okay, so this is familiar to me. You've got some different types of bonuses down here. Very good. Okay, we'll get more into that later. Weapons. We've got her sword. Oh my god. Oh my good god. I actually love the style of that sword. Do you know what that reminds me of? This is such a simple yet elegant sword, y'all. This is just perfect. This reminds me of Link's sword from Zelda in a way. It's just beautiful. It's called a dull blade. If this is a dull blade, where do we go from here? I mean, my god. Because I actually love this. I wish WoW had more swords that were simply styled like this. They've gotten so carried away in recent years with their weapon design that it's just kind of, it's getting a little bit corny, honestly. That's why I'm so thankful for transmog. But I love the robe. Is it a robe? Is it a dress? Is there a difference? You know, maybe subtle, but very small distinction. You know. Okay, but yeah, pretty hair. She's got some flowers in the hair. Okay. She's got, what is this? It's got this little ring around it. She's doing a touch of steeple fingers here. Constellations. Talents. What's constellation? So we'll just have to, what's this? This is probably their gambling currency up here. Talents. We don't have any yet. What's this button do? this kind of just shows, I guess, maybe the characters, bunch of different characters in my profile. Oh, it tells you the voice actor, Sarah Miller Cruz and Karina Boteger. Okay, and anonymous. Why would you want to be anonymous? I wouldn't want to be anonymous. I would, so you like her voice, if I did voice acting for some character, I would want my name put there because that's free advertising for me, right? You don't see this in many games where they actually give credit or credit the voice actors. Certainly don't do it for the artists, do they? Because generally companies don't want you poaching their talent, right? Right. Let's see. Story. Character story 1. Okay, so we know this story because we watched it, right? I believe. So let's go back. Let's go ahead and play the game a little bit. See what happens. Okay. Enough ceremony, y'all. We shan't stand on ceremony here. Let me get a sip of coffee. This is enough exposition. Okay, so just right out of the gate, y'all. The water sound. The animation is smooth. A good jump. That's very important, y'all. People don't think about this. It could be a touch higher. It could be a touch higher, but it's high enough that it's not an impediment. The first thing I noticed when I played New World, y'all know Amazon's MMO, that the jump sucked, right? These people had like a fucking couch potatoes vertical leap. You can't have that in a game. It just doesn't feel fun. Okay, but this is good enough. It's not like WoW's, but it's fine. Oh my god, okay. What? Wait. I could catch a crab. Well, there's some kind of crabs you want to catch. And there's others you do not want to catch, okay? Oh my god, okay, and she can swim. This is very good. This is very good because I would have been so disappointed if she couldn't swim. And she knows how to tread water, y'all. This is the most important skill you learn in swimming so you don't drown. You should be able to tread water for hours using the Bob method. It's where you let yourself dunk underwater for a little bit, just long enough to rest your arms and legs, and then you begin treading enough. But you hold your breath, of course. I learned that. I didn't learn how, y'all know I was telling you about when I took swim. I hated swimming lessons, y'all. I hated it. But also, I noticed that I am drowning. I see a bar there, and we're going to get out of the water. Also, I don't want my toes to get waterlogged, y'all. My clothes are soaking wet now. And very good, they have a wet effect. Okay, this is good. So far, I love this. So far, I'm liking this. But y'all, that I did learn to tread water, but they couldn't teach me how to swim. I only learned how to dog paddle. And, but I got so damn, like, I was out there getting sunburned. I was a little kid trying to learn how to swim at the public pool, and they put way too much chlorine in that water. It's probably a good thing, because all the kids are pissing in that pool. You know the little fuckers were pissing all in it. Disgusting. But yes, the pool stunk of chlorine. It was terrible. Okay, something's happening. Wanderer's Trail, unlock the teleport. Okay, so there's like fast travel. Okay, something's hitting me. Hold up. Okay, good, it paused it. I was being attacked by some kind of water globule. Or just a glob for short. Okay, it's telling me 1, open the world map. 2, select an unlocked teleport waypoint to teleport to that location. Wait, you shouldn't be able to teleport to a waypoint that you hadn't discovered yet. I don't like that. Just straight out the gate, I don't like too much. I've always been open about this. I do not like too much fast travel in a game. It destroys the sense of world. You know, if you want to take a huge world, a big beautiful map, and make it feel like it's this you know, tiny as heck, put a bunch of fast travel in the game, you'll mess your own game up. But let's see how this works. Also, that does not ruin a game, so please don't hear me saying that. Okay, so this is our first fight. This thing's getting me wet. It's a water globule. Is it? Oh, it's a kite. Oh my God, it gets. No, you attack me, and now you're gonna fucking die, you little shit. Oh, I can dodge. Oh, very good. Yes. Like a little Super Saiyan. Chop a chop. Slice a slice. That's what I'm doing. I'm slicing. Slicing dice. Shake and bake like Rick and Bobby. Ricky Bobby, not Rick and Bobby. That's two different people. Golly. Wake up, girl. Wake up. I gotta admit, I didn't jump out of bed with both feet this morning. I kind of rolled out of it like a fucking half-dead slug. But hold on, it told me to open up my map. So how do you do that? Is that M? Yes, it is. Okay, and I'm doing what it told me to do. I'm trying not to get too... try not to let the scatterbrain scatter too much. So, with the fall of ancient lost... So, this is Midsummer Courtyard. With the fall of the ancient lost civilization, the once prosperous and magnificent Somner Garten... What the fuck? That's like 3 words in one. Was also buried underground, leaving only its ancient trees and stones to remember its past glory. Discover reward. Okay, good. So it's not... It will let me navigate there. So it gives me rewards. So... What's this? This is a primordial gem that's beyond the mundane, shines with condensed hopes and dreams of universes that once were. And that's a primo gem. Special currency. And here we have... I'm getting the hiccups and the burps at the same time, y'all. Keep me in your thoughts. Adventure experience. System access. AEP. Okay, it's used to improve adventure rank. Right, because that's what experience does. Domain unlocks at adventure rank 20. Okay, so these whatever this is unlocks at rank 20. And then interact with the entrance of domain to activate the waypoint. So let's see what it does. Okay, so let me do this. Let's just check this real quick. When I click on this and I click navigate, it just kind of guides me there a little bit better, right? So I can't actually... Very good. So I was worried that you would be able to fast travel to locations you hadn't been to yet. I am mostly okay. I still don't quite like fast travel as a general concept, but I think when you make the person go to the location first and actually explore a little bit along on their way, you know, and then unlock it and then be able to use it, I think that's okay, right? But you need to play the content, see the content at least once before you go hip-hopping, bip-bopping around all over the map, nimbly-bimbly like. Because that's just kind of like you missing out on so much. So I'm mostly okay with this, y'all. This is okay. Let's see what it does now that I've got it to navigate. Okay, so it just puts it on my mini map, y'all, and marks it for me. So I'm definitely okay with this. Very good. So far, so good. Also, let me go catch, because they're clearly putting these crabs and stuff in the game. Let me try to catch one before we go. I'm wet. I ran in the water. Of course I'm wet. But that's cute that the game gives you a little pop-up. You know, a little, what would you call it? An affliction status. But please let me find some more things. I want to gather a lobster or whatever it was. Where's oh, okay. That's a sprint, so you can oh, once you run out of, wait, how do I stop walking? Oh, okay. Control, I'm gonna catch that crab, but control, hold on. Y'all, my little brain's getting all ahead of itself. It's running a little bit ahead of my mouth, and that makes things difficult to communicate properly. But the thing is, control lets you switch between walking and running. And I love that, because what if you want to role play a touch? I always like to walk indoors places. You know, when I'm outside, I jog. Boop, 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 you know. But I'm going to catch this thing right here and see what I can do with it. Ha! I got it. I got a crab. Oh, I'm going to get this thing too. Hold on. Got that? Oh my good God, yes. No! Okay, I caught these crabs. You know, the good kind of crabs. You know, the kind... Not the kind you go to the doctor about, but the kind that, you know, you put some butter on, you cook them up, you steam them, you boil them, you stick them in a stew. Okay, but here we go. That's M. It said press B. And thank God, y'all, I get so tired of these silly ass game developers that put your bags or your inventory on I. Why in God's name would you try to make me, as a default mode of being, have to take my hand, my right hand, because you think I can hit I with my left? I'm sorry, I don't have the hands of a fucking Sasquatch. I cannot use my left finger and still move comfortably at the same time and press I with it. Okay, that's very awkward, but it's just so good to see finally a developer that I'm on the same page with, and they made the inventory as a default to be. Yes, thank you. I don't mean to get so excited about it, but it's just a little thing that I like, that I just discovered. So clearly uncooked crab is not food. Here we go. Materials. Okay, so there's a little picture of a crystal and some mushrooms. And I got 3 crabs, y'all, a cooking ingredient. A shelled creature that lives near the ocean. Its flaky, delicious meat can easily be made into tasty dishes. Okay, how you do it? I'm gonna have to learn how to make a fire and stuff probably. But then it tells you the source: lakes, near lakes, river banks, and beaches. Very good. So my inventory capacity is only 1 out of 2,000. Oh my God, you mean a free-to-play game gives you a large inventory? Yes. Okay. So far, this game is in my good graces, y'all. It's already winning me over. I like the combat so far. Feels good. Feels fluid. You know, feels, what's a good word for it? Responsive. You got your, you know... You can sprint, and after you sprint, you run fast for a couple seconds. That's your dodge. I like that dodge/sprint is combined. I really like that. That makes things... I'm a simple girl, y'all. I can't be having a million buttons, y'all. And I like that they combine that. Very clever. Oh my goodness, she's just cute as a button with her little scarf. It's a little scarf slash cape, and I got a little bow in my hair. I love where you can be cute in a game. Yes. And look at this. They've got grass. Oh, sweet flower. Give me the sweet flowers. Yes. Maybe that can be combined with, used as a spice or something. I don't know. With my crabs. But they got nice, the grass is pretty, the bushes are pretty, so much green and prettiness. Can you chop down trees? Maybe that would be so cool. Oh my god, a lizard. Caught it. Oh my god. Oh my god. If my girlfriend saw this, she would have comments. You know, like she would have so many comments. I just caught a lizard. No, we pulled its tail off. That's terrible. Bad game. Bad. No. We took a lizard's tail. Why would you do that to a lizard? Y'all, lizards are... I'm not a lizard. I don't have anything. I'm a dragon. A goddamn dragon queen. The dragon queen, y'all. I have nothing in common with lizards. You know. But I do know that lizards are wonderful people, and you should not pull their tails off ever. Just because they grow back doesn't give you the right to pull them off, okay? My God. So I thought I was going to pick up the whole lizard, y'all, and I was going to keep it as a pet because I love lizards. You know, I do. That does not make me a lizard lover, okay? Or a scaly. I'm neither of those things. Here's the thing. A lizard tail that curled up after losing its owner. Very bitter. How would I know? Like I'm tasting fucking lizard tails. I'm not. But has skin hardening properties. Gathered by hunting lizards. You're saying that this is gathered by lizards that fancy themselves hunters? Yes, I'm sure I understand that entirely correctly because I'm very good at understanding things. And everybody knows that. Sweet flower, particularly fragrant flowers, they can be found easily even in the dark. Just follow the scent. That's a weird looking flower, honestly. What does it do? Oh, good. It's a cooking ingredient, so maybe I can put that together. We are not cooking no lizard tail, y'all. Thank God this is a material and not a cooking ingredient. Ugh. But so the flower is. I was right. Maybe we can put that together with our crab. Okay, let's do our quest. Oh, look. There's physics in the game, like running uphill. You run slower uphill. Okay, I like it. I like it.
The path ends here. Guess we'll just have to climb.
Don't you dare.
Climbing depletes stamina, and depleted stamina takes time to recover. Okay, let's take the route we planned.
Okay, let me turn... Hold on, sweetheart. Let me turn the dialogue volume up just a little bit. Because I did turn it down so I could yap. Do it.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in!
Probably
Paimon
right
coming
here.
In. Is this level okay?
Okay. Hush. That's striking in the green now, so y'all be able to hear it, I'm sure.
Which of the 7 are you looking for exactly?
Okay, so we got Paimon on board. She's like a little fairy thing or whatever. Oh, look at this, Spider-Man. I'm Spoder Woman, y'all. You see that? Always look in the tree stumps. If I learned anything from Morrowind, it's that you always look in tree stumps because you never know what tree. Oh, we got a quest complete. Very good. Maybe I can play this game. Maybe finally we'll find a game that's not too hard for me. Because they all seem to be, don't they? I like simple games, y'all. Simple girl likes simple games. Makes total sense. But let me test out more climbing. Can I just climb up there? Oh, I just jump up that. God. Huh. Total athlete, y'all. My God. Huh, y'all, I'm in such a good mood. I'm playing a new game and I'm fucking happy. Ain't nobody gonna bring me down today. No, no, no. No, no, no. I'm just exploring, y'all. I want to see, because you never know. I don't know much about the game. Look! Look, okay, this is good game design because they are rewarding my curiosity. A lot of players, I won't say most because how do I know? I don't know most players, but I would say a bunch of players wouldn't come up here and double back, you know, and go check out to see if there's anything hidden. But look, a sparkly already. I found a sparkly, y'all, and as a girl, I'm naturally drawn to that which sparkles because there's a high correlation between that and being cute. I almost ran out of breath. This game's done got me excited. I found a mushroom. Hardy common fungi can grow in... What? I didn't get to read all that. Let me read it in here. Oh, new. Very good. They mark things as new, too. I love that when an inventory does it. WoW flashes it in your bags, which is pretty good. But, y'all, there's a bug where it doesn't always flash it, you know. And I so sad. Okay, it's a hardy. Oh, good. I think of hardy the same way I think of savory. You know, I think they're very related. Y'all, and look at this. I love this. The inventory, I just noticed about the inventory capacity is that it goes by the amount of items. I couldn't be sure. I was suspecting it, but I couldn't be sure at 3. This is not a weight system. This is an actual absolute value system where it's just going by the actual number of items. So I've got 4. But look at this. It takes into account the type of item, not the number of that particular type of item. So where it could be saying I have 6, it's only saying I have 4. See, only 4 actual items, even though I have 3 of the crabs. You know? And I love that because, God, sometimes games just, they get on my nerves so bad with tiny ass little inventories, and it looks like I'm going to be able to collect so much stuff. Like, my God. You can get a sip of coffee. There's Giga Bear. Giga Bear, good morning, girl. Oh no. I shouldn't have leaned back. Oh God, hang on. Oh, I got caught in a stretch. I leaned back. I shouldn't have done it. But Giga says, good morning, cute, savory, sparkly, beautiful dragon, lizard queen of lust and mischief and protector of the innocent. And oh my God, no. Alex Straza's twin. No, God, no. You had me before that. Oh my gosh. She has besmirched me in the worst possible way, y'all. It's like it's like a dull dagger straight to the heart. My little heart of hearts. But I hope you're doing good this morning, sweet Giga Bear. I'm glad to see you. Let me get a sip of coffee. This game has got me in a good mood. Mushroom. I was going to read them. So it's a hardy, common fungi, can grow anywhere with the right amount of shade and moisture. Ugh. Mushrooms are delicious, but also they have a nasty way of growing, don't they? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Giga says, I saw you in Goldshire earlier. Totally not. She says, dancing on the tabletop, making that gold. I did go to Goldshire last night. Me and the girlfriend, we were up. And I was getting tired. Oh my. And when I get tired, I get very silly. Like, even sillier than normal. And if you could imagine that. And we went out there last night and we were just messing around. What did we even go out there for? Oh, I don't know. She was going to do like this beggar role play because she's trying to make gold. She's been trying to figure out how to make like as much gold as possible. And I told her, I said, sweetheart, all those guides on YouTube where they say make 250K an hour, you don't really make 250K an hour. You might make 250K in inventory value, but now you gotta sell all that shit. And guess what? That's gonna take months and fucking months to sell. So by the time if you go farm and get 250K in an hour, it's gonna take you 3 to 6 months to sell all that. And then by the time you fucking count what the gold per hour is, gonna be coppers. It's like, I told her, I said, baby, just find something consistent that makes decent gold and stick with it and do a little bit every day. And she's like, nah, fuck that. I'm like, oh God. Okay. You can't do nothing with her. Giga says, oh my bad, all you lizards look the same. Fuck! I'm not a lizard! I'm not a lizard. One day I'm gonna beat the charge. One of these days I'm gonna beat the charge. I got my lawyers working around the clock on this, you know. You know, they're going to bat for me in the best possible of ways. But it's just so much, you know, anti-Natalie, anti-Noda propaganda out there that it's really hard to get out ahead of it. You know. Giga says ERP is the best way. Well, if you go by some of the profiles out there in Slutshire, I'd be led to believe it. Because these people out there, they'll do Discord play. Like, I had people, when I was streaming Goldshire out there riffing on some of the profiles, I had people whispering me. Do I do Discord play? I'm like, what the fuck? No, I'm in a relationship. I don't do Discord play. The fuck? Giga says, I can give you and your girlfriend some tips. Listral. Hey, Listral, how you doing this morning? Glad to see you. Listral says, good morning. What were you doing in Goldshire, Giga? Giga says, Caps, I was never there. Right. She says, but Natalie was. I was out there doing totally innocent things. Okay. We were just hanging out, you know. Using the new lean emote, which I've been using to great effect on my new little working girl. Like, I just be finding places, like, I'm constantly looking for vertical edges, y'all. Walls. You know, highly productive walls that I can lean upon because I just am so good at leaning and looking cool, you know, as a work. And we do the whole crossed arms thing, and it's just like, here I am. I'm a working. Fuck yeah, aka a werewolf. Hard to be cooler than that unless you're a dragon queen. Hey, way. What? Oh, this game don't let me mouse over. Hold on. I have to see what the emotes are, y'all. I just don't know. My emote game's quite weak. Literal bonking. Kick us to inside eye. Vertical edges. Yeah. You know. This. Like this. I just go over. And lean up. I got this little fairy thing getting in my way. I can't. She kind of comes and goes. But oh my god, I've been playing this, y'all. I've been playing this a touch this morning, and so far so good. I'm enjoying it. I just had to cut my ceiling fan on. Like, getting a touch muggy. I do not wish to be sweating, y'all. No. I see something sparkling. Oh my gosh. Another mushroom. So pretty soon, I feel like I'm pretty sure that I am going to discover how to cook pretty soon. Because look at my inventory. And I thought this was terrible. I thought I was just catching a lizard to have it for a pet, but I pulled its tail off, y'all. And y'all know that because I have nothing in common with lizards, totally not a lizard or a lizard or anything like that, but I thought I was going to get to keep this lizard for a pet, but I find in my inventory that I pulled its tail off, and I would never do that. I would never harm a lizard. You can't just because the tail will grow back, you don't go pulling it off. That's it's diabolical. Actually, it's demonic. You know, it's yes. You can't just pull it off just because it'll grow back. That's a very naughty business. But I was so happy, y'all. Okay, so I was disappointed that we pulled its tail off. But then I was quite happy to find out that it's just a material and not a cooking ingredient. Because y'all think I'm going to eat a lizard. Like, no, I'm not. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Just want to be clear. I'm seeing all kind of sparklies. Like, they know, oh my god. They know how to get you, don't they? Like, did they make this game just for me? Is this like, did they fucking spy on me and know that I like cute stuff and sparkly shit? Like, goddamn. A sunsetia? Is it a sunsetia or is it a sunsetia? I like saying sunsetia because it's more fancy. Oh, now that's a way to describe it. A plump fruit. I believe. Okay, quit yawning. I can't. You don't have to make noises every time you stretch. Yes, I know I do it, but I don't mean to do it. She's doing it on purpose. You know, she's doing it on purpose. I know. You know, I'm on to her. Okay, I'm on to Notastraza. But also, this is not a sunsetia. I want to be very clear. That this is a fucking pear. That's all it is. It's a pear. I'm not calling it a sunsetia. Okay, that's too much. Okay, it's a pear. Oh my god. Okay, I can pluck it off the tree. Very good. That's what I'm saying. Giga says, why do you keep randomly yawning? That's what I'm trying to understand. Don't do it. Please. Like, let me have a separate slider for like random mouth noises. Like you have, okay, there's a difference between dialogue. I wish to, oh my god. Stop all that. Stop the yawning, sighing stuff. Okay. I'm not going to start stuttering, okay? I'm not going to start stuttering. No, it's not. It's not me. The developers have to learn that there's a difference between, for God's sake, please God, for God's the love of God, all that's holy, all that's, even for all that's secular even too, because we want to be inclusive, but for the love of all of that, can the game developers please just learn that there's a difference between dialogue. Oh God, please stop. There's a difference between dialogue volume and random mouth noise volume. Can we have a different slider, please? It's so embarrassing I'm embarrassed for Noda Straza. Yeah, Giga said you can't turn it off when it's you. It's not me.
Oh, wow.
What a voice. Oh, wow. Okay. That's my best impression. Where's she at? How is she? Oh my God. How is she 100 yards away and I can hear her like she's in my eardrum? Like she's got her tongue or her mouth stuck into my ear. I don't even understand it. Y'all. I think somebody put something in my coffee this morning, by the way. And I'm the only one here, so I definitely didn't put anything in it. Oh. I got energy coming out my fucking ears, y'all. It's mint. Very good. Let me have some. Oh, good. A refreshingly cool ingredient. Haha. But let me go up here because there might be something to discover. I'm not messing with Paimon or whatever her name is. Paimon. And look at the physics. You can run slower uphill. I discovered that earlier. And I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it just yet. I'm supposed to be a superhuman. A superhuman deity-like creature. I should be unperturbed by gravity. I don't understand it. So I'm a little... On one hand, I appreciate it. On the other hand, I'm trying to go... It's an anime. All I know about anime is that there's sayings. There's sayings. Not like people have sayings that they say. Like life is like a box of chocolates, etc. Like Super Saiyans. Stop fucking yawning. Stop doing that. We've got to stop this. Maybe if I just keep her moving, she can't do it. If I keep her moving, she can't. If we keep her jogging, surely she can't yawn while she's jogging, y'all. She's not that coordinated, okay? But y'all, I'm out here trying to go Super Saiyan. I can't be, having trouble running up a hill like a fucking granny. I'm a superhero, not a grandmother. I'm not saying grandmothers can't be a type of superhero, but they're not that type of superhero, okay? Please.
That's a statue of the Seven.
Giga says, all caps, stop fucking yawning. It is her. It is her, Giga. Please believe me. It's not me. I'm not doing it. She says, question mark? It's you. Giga, please. Why do you do this? Why do you hate me? Let me get a sip of coffee. Okay. Paimon. I'm calling her Paimon. Okay. It's probably pronounced Paimon, but when I see an I, actually, I'm sure that I is probably supposed to be pronounced like a Y, but y'all know that I've got that rebel in me, y'all, and I do not wish to conform. So fuck it. It's Paimon. I'm pronouncing it like it's an I. Because it is an I. If you wanted it to be pronounced like a Y, you know what you should have fucking done? You should have put a Y there. It's what I would have done. Fuck. That's a statue of the seven. She says, wait, did she say this to me? Because I swear to God, they had better not had already transitioned from voice dialogue into me having to read it. Y'all, my voice will be so tired I'll have lockjaw by the end of the stream. Well, at least she's not overly wordy. She's just giving us a sentence. A single small sentence, y'all. She's not like... Never mind. Never mind. I thought I was going to say something and I thought better of it.
There are a few of these statues scattered across the land to show the Seven's protection over the world.
Okay, good. She is saying it. Okay. I wasn't paying attention, y'all, so... Gosh darn it, I gotta get serious. No, don't do that. Okay, so they're scattered across the world. Okay.
Among the 7 gods, this god controls the wind.
Okay, wind god. Very good. Not as cool as the god of thunder, of course, or the goddess of thunder. I'm actually y'all want to know one of my favorite superheroes? Y'all want to know who it is? I was telling the girlfriend the other day, she was rather quite surprised by it. It's Storm from the X-Men. I think she's awesome. I think she's an extremely well-balanced character. She's extremely powerful, but she has her weaknesses. But she's just very cool. But she's the goddess of thunder. Much cooler than Thor, who is the god of thunder. But Loki is very cool too. Loki's very cool because he's like a mischief. You know, he's that trickster character. Anyway.
Paimon's not sure whether the god you're looking for is the animal god, but...
Animo god? Probably related to the anima, the concept of anima and animus.
Paimon will take you to the animal god's place first, and there's the reason why.
I thought she said animal god, and I was like, animal god? That's a weird god. That's a weird thing to be a god of. You know, animals. I think animal god would be the type of god that would happen.
As we all know, poetry and language flow like the wind.
Please stop interrupting me. You broke my train of thought. Do you know, I mean, my God. Y'all, it doesn't take much to mess me up. I don't even remember what I was going to say now. Let me get a sip of coffee. I shall move on. It's that easy for me. You know, one thought begets another.
There'll definitely be someone there who knows about your brother. At least that's what Paimon thinks. Whether the gods actually answer you is a different story. You never know unless you try.
It came back to me, y'all. I wasn't looking for it. I never go back. When I forget something like this, when I'm like in the middle of something and something distracts me, I don't go back looking for it. I completely move on from it because that feels a lot like misery to me. Hunting for the lost thought that you can't remember what it was. But it came back to me of its own accord. And do you know what it was? It was to do with the animal god. And I thought to myself, I said, an animal god? That would be the type of god you come up with when you've run out of every other cool thing for something for a god to be the god of, right? Oh yeah, it's like animal god. Wow.
So let's hop to it.
Well, I don't wish to hop. Do I look like a fucking bunny to you? I mean, let me just take an appraisal. No, standard issue run-of-the-mill anime girl. Well, she's not run-of-the-mill, let's be honest. She's got flowers in her hair, y'all. She must be going to San Francisco. Not typical at all. Please. Also, she has a lovely scarf. It's just a lovely outfit in general, honestly. I wish WoW could get some outfits that were like this. You know, we have dresses, but I like how it's higher cut in the front and lower in the back. You know, it just has a nice look to it as sort of a one-piece thing, and then she's got the leggings, and she's got some heels. They're not high heels, really. They're not high heels. I would give anything just to have, well, I guess we just call these low heels. I don't really know what else to call them. Maybe they're not. I'm at a loss. I don't know. But I would give anything just to have some heels like this in WoW. Like, I don't even have to have stilettos, y'all. Just give me something like this. Like, God, I would love you long time. Just give me. Wait. What was that? Another lizard. Haha. I've got 2 lizard I'm pretending no. I'm not collecting lizard tails, y'all. I'm completely disavowing that notion. These are little lizards, and I'm gonna put them in an aquarium, y'all. We're not gonna use them for materials. Oh my, is she trying to start a tornado?
Swim right over.
Yeah, I know. I've already discovered that I can swim in this game. That's why I'm still playing it. Because if this was like New World and I walked out in the fucking water and I sunk like Jason Voorhees, do you think? I mean, I just instantly turned the game off. I had just paid $50 for it, y'all. This was when it came out. You know, it was getting a touch of hype, but it was getting some bad publicity. I went in the game and I made a character. I named her Pepper Potluck because it was cute as fuck, y'all. And y'all know that's a cute-ass name. Nobody will deny it. Okay, goddamn, I forgot we got to run in circles to keep her from interrupting me with this yawning shit. We're just going to run around while I talk. But I walked, and everybody knows Pepper Potluck is a very cute name. Nobody denies that, and I'm so thankful for it. But anyway, so I went in the game, and I walked out, and I walked... Why is my mind racing, y'all? It is not funny. It's not funny. It doesn't feel good. And my mouth can't really keep up with it. I feel like I'm on... Anyway, I don't care. It's whatever. The thing is, so I walked out in the water, y'all, and I sunk right to the fucking bottom. There's no swim animation in that game. And you think I was like, oh, fuck. I just turned it off immediately. I had such a reaction to it that I just turned it off, and I have not been able to turn it back on, and I never will until there's some kind... No. I will never turn it back on because the fact that you put water in a game that was more than waist deep and you didn't include a swimming animation tells me every fucking thing I need to know about that game. And the thing that I know about it is that I will never play it. Because that's the laziest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my fucking life, and I just can't deal with it, y'all. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to get so uppity, but sometimes these things, they hit me so hard, y'all, I just don't know. I'm tightly strung, y'all. I'm strung like a fucking harp. No, a violin. Something magical's happening. Oh, yes. We just received magical blessing from a pillar. These were the things that the little Paimon was saying that were put here so that they knew that the people of the land would know that that the place is under the God of Wind's protection, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I kind of half listened to that, but that's what the little brain picked up, y'all. Don't hold me to it. It's something like that. Let me get a sip of coffee. I'm surprised I haven't had to visit the loo this morning because I'm at the bottom of my second cup. Maybe that's why my little brain's flying off the rails this morning. But also, I'm just excited to be playing a new game too. And It's always fun to do it, but I just in a good mood. But I'm at the bottom of my second cup, y'all. And the little bladder's holding up and everything. So this is great. I've been training the bladder very, very diligently, y'all. You know, it's getting very strong, very jacked. I'm very proud of it. But okay, so it's showing me something here, unknown. What's it trying? What is the game? Oh, adventure rank rewards. Adventurers Guild? Mondstadt. What? Why do people make words like this? Do they not know how, you know, vowels and syllables, they don't understand the interplay between them and how they create syllables? You know, I just don't know. But they boldly venture up to the stars, down to the abyss, or so their motto would have you believe. In truth, they take on jobs ranging from finding kittens to exploring domains. Well, you cannot afford to gaze at the stars or the abyss without an honest job. Okay, so I'm going to get maybe not professions, but join a guild of sorts, and that's going to help me level, and then we'll get like rewards. Right, so we have to actually go there first. So where am I at on the map? This is me. Okay, this is the universal, like, here you are sort of icon. It's like a little carrot. Okay. And I'm 200 out of 200 of something. What is this? Replenish original resin. Select the replenishment method. Okay, so I probably need to learn about this. Let me read that. So Primogen exchanged. Consume 50 to restore 60 original resin. You may perform this action another 6 times today. Okay, so 6 times 60 is 360. So I can get like up to 360 per day. Primogen costs will increase as the number of refreshes done today increases. The cost will increase as the number of refreshes increases. Okay, so you can get more, but you can also have to spend more. Okay, that makes sense. It's probably, if I had to wager, it's not a one-to-one relationship. I imagine we're going to have to deal with like a diminishing return at some point. I'm just guessing, so... I guess I need to exchange it, huh? Because we need to be able to get more. And there's Kaz. Kaz says hi. Hey, Kaz. How you doing today? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing fantastic, Kaz. I'm in a rare mood today. Just fucking happy as a clam. Like, my goodness. It's weird because I did not jump out of bed with both feet, but goddamn, I sure as hell landed on both of them. I did. Okay, exchange. Wait. Insufficient primogens. Use 45. Oh God, no, please. The little brain, I can't do it, y'all. You don't make me convert and then reconvert and then try to fit. Like, I can do a touch of arithmetic, okay? I was something of a math student, but don't have me have to do a bunch of hurdles. Like, just stop using games, please, designers, please, God. We don't need 50 different currencies so you can obfuscate the actual cost of something. Like, players gonna figure it out. We gonna use calculators anyway. Okay, you can't really trick us. All right? Just stop trying. Like, have a little respect for the player. Okay? Like, I'm sure if I Google this, there's probably 50 calculators that solve these problems for me with the touch of a button. It's like, just stop doing it. It's very naughty, and it's not appreciated. So now they're introducing already another currency. So use 45 Genesis crystals. Okay, I know what Primogen is. Now we got to learn what Genesis crystals are to exchange for the required amount of Primogens. I don't know. Yes. Primogen top up. I get insufficient Genesis crystals. Go to crystal top up page. This is taking, sure, let's go look. Shop not open yet. Okay, whatever. If it's not open yet, don't put it in the interface. Okay. Star Snatch Cliff. Oh, that's a cool place. That sounds cool. Very creative. Cider Lake. Oh my God. Y'all, oh my God. They made a lake out of booze, y'all. Let me go swim in that. I've been wanting to get... Y'all know I had this little procedure, and then I had a follow-up procedure. I done had 4 antibiotics and an antibiotic cream. I'm finally on the mend. But I have not had a touch of alcohol while I've been going through this, y'all. And Mommy's got... Oh, my God. Y'all know I like my whiskey, y'all. And I have not been able to have... When I am totally fully healed, I am going to be on that whiskey, y'all. I'm going to be having some bourbon. I'm going to get a 750. And I'm going to put a dent in it. I promise y'all would be proud of me. I can do it. I can do a spot of boozing, you know. I probably can't hang with the best of them anymore, but, you know. I'm no slouch either. But they done went and made a whole lake out of booze, y'all. Made it out of cider. It's Cider Lake. I'm going to go swim in it. Whispering Woods. These are good. These are good fantasy location names. I really like it. Thousand Winds Temple's probably a bunch of people farting in there. That's why they call it that. Well, okay. Don't go in there.
Ooh, did you just feel the elements of the world?
I did. Yeah.
Seems all you had to do was just touch the statue and you got the power of Animo.
Yeah, I did. Wait, what are these? Okay. They put the little stuff up here. If I put this on auto, she'll just read it automatically. Probably. But I don't want to do that because sometimes, you know, I like to say something about what they say and then she'll be interrupting me. So we'll just click it as we need to.
As much as they may want it, people in this world can never get a hold of powers as easily as you.
Why? Am I that powerful? Yes, I am. Actually, yes, I am. She's right. And look, okay, so they're very good, very good. They are introducing a dialogue option thing. And I always love that. I hope these are meaningful choices and they'll like have a different outcome potential on the game. And that gives the game very good, you know, replay value. The downside is it's a higher developmental cost. The upside is if you do this, it's a higher play cost, so reward, so people will keep playing the game more. But you can't be lazy about it. So I think I know why. It's because I could say this can't be good. I'm gonna say I think I know why. It's because.
It's because you're not from this world to begin with.
Okay, you're right.
If we keep heading west from here, we'll eventually reach Mondstadt, the city of freedom.
And good, now I know how to pronounce this wild word, y'all. It's Mondstadt. You just drop the D. And this is what I'm saying, y'all, about creating words. There is no point. There's never been a point. There never will be a point, y'all. I'm not a linguist, but I do enjoy language. I know I always say it, but here's the thing. If I ever have a thought to myself, like if I'm creating a fantasy character name or something, etc., or if I'm doing a touch of writing, I do a touch here and there, and I go to create a word, okay, I've got to give something a name. If I create the word and then I think to myself, oh, that's got a silent letter in it. Well, you know what I do? I just remake the word and get rid of the letter because it prevents any and all confusion, right? So why put a D? There's no reason. Don't do it. If it's Mondstadt, don't put a D in it. Lord have mercy, y'all. Let me get a sip of coffee.
Mondstadt is the city of wind because they worship the god of Anemo.
Okay, Mondstadt is the city of wind, right? Okay, because we know Anemo is the god of wind.
So perhaps because you got power from the god of Anemo, you can find some clues there.
Right, okay.
There are also lots of bards there, so perhaps one of them has heard news of your brother.
Right, so the whole vibe with this is she's kind of, Nodestraza, our character, is trying to figure out her origins, right? This is a big fantasy trope. It's kind of like my character Nodegosa, you know, back when I was role playing a lot. Her thing is like she's trying to figure out where she came from. You know, her egg was stolen from the Reach, etc. Yada yada. It's a big trope, and it's always fun. It's always a good way to start it. Developers do this all the time, right? Think about all the RPGs y'all know of. How many of them? Like, think of 10 that you know. How many of them, y'all, you start out and you're trying to figure out where you came from? Yeah. It's a human story. So yeah, perhaps they have some news of your brother.
Let's move then.
And at the start of the game, if y'all missed it, you get to pick which twin you want to be. So you have a twin brother. And I picked the girl, of course, because I like to play girl characters. Okay.
The elements in this world responded to your prayers, and Paimon thinks that's a lovely sign.
Okay, she's talking about herself in the third person. All right. She's got like a little... I would like to know more about Paimon. Who is Paimon? Why is she helping me? Because she has not revealed this yet. You know, she's just sort of been a guide. She's like a little fairy. She's like a little fairy god niece. It's what she's like. Not a godmother. She's like a little fairy god. That's what we're going to call her. Our little fairy god niece. I don't know why she's helping me, but I want to find out. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is that dangerous? Will it attack? It looks like it would attack. It's some sort of flame slime. A flame globule. That's what I'm going to call it. Should I? Oh, press E to unleash elemental skill. Okay, I got a new ability, y'all. So look, swords on left click. You just slash. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Just hold on a second. It's a lot of them.
Quickly.
Oh, cool. Okay, combat. We've only got a couple buttons, y'all. Also, look. They put together dodge. They put together dodge and sprint, y'all. And Simple Girl Natalie loves this. Because, my God, I don't want a bunch of buttons, y'all. Please combine stuff wherever and whenever you can for me. Boom. Look, it hits them and then it does damage over time and you just finish them off. And E's got a really quick cooldown. Hold E to charge for increased power? Yes. Oh, frick yeah.
Windblade.
Oh, but then it doesn't. Okay, but when you charge this, when it takes it from a ranged attack to like a melee ranged attack. Okay. Let's try it on them. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Get shredded. I'm way too powerful. Good God. I'll teach them to fear a girl like me.
Windblade.
Oh, wait. No, the first one wasn't even that far, was it? I was just closer than I thought I was. It's still a melee ability. It says press Q to unleash elemental burst. Okay, I got a new ability.
Prepare to be blown away.
Oh my God.
These are the animal powers you got from the Statue of the Seven.
That is...
Paimon's so
wow.
jealous. Why doesn't Paimon get cool fighting powers?
Because you're Paimon. You're my fucking fairy god niece. Okay, she's now been assigned her role. She is my fairy god niece of unknown origins who set out to help me for unknown reasons. That's her lore, that's her history, and that is who she is. It may not always be who she is, but it's who she is for now. But y'all, the abilities in this game are beautiful. They're very flashy, and I love that. That's why I like Moonkin. I love laser beams, you know. I don't like laser pointers, and I think people should not abuse their cats with them. I see these fucks on YouTube. Oh, look at me. I'm making my cat chase a laser pointer. Stop doing that. You know, don't do it. Use a real toy. Don't be lazy, sat there on the couch. That's goddamn, it's criminal behavior. It's layaboutism. It's layabout behavior. Get up and actually move around, you know. Get a mouse on a string and then go around the house with it. That's how you play with a cat. There's a right way to play with a cat, and there's a wrong way to play with a cat, y'all. And I know the difference. Now, what am I doing? Y'all? Hang on. Let me get my bearings again. Okay, so look. E, you use E, and let's see if it does it without. Okay, so you use E, and if you hit stuff with it, it seems to charge Q. How do I like... I see that I have red exclamation marks around the left corner of my screen where the map... Also... Very weird. They put the mini map on the left upper corner, and most games that I've ever seen put it on the right upper corner. And I appreciate that, y'all. This is a rebellious company. I might wind up liking them because y'all know I'm something of a rebel myself. Yeah, sure am. Let me see. Tab don't do it. Does tab? I'm trying. Let's see. Nope. You just let off. Oh, look at this. A clothes hanger. Oh, good. We get outfits. Oh, you know your girl loves transmog. But I have to complete some Dragonstorm quests. That's cool. I don't mind doing quests. Profile. Voiceover? Oh, you can get different voices for her? Well, that's cool. Very nifty. But my question is, so how do I... Let's press enter. Okay, so how do I free my mouse so that I can click on these little widgets up at the top left? That's what I'm going to call them, is widgets. I don't know any other thing to call them, y'all. I searched my entire vocabulary and I came up with naught. Okay, let me get a little sippy poo. Oh yeah, went for a nice little cool dip there. Should I kill? I don't need to kill that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna look for treasure as I go though. That's one thing I'm gonna do. Oh wait. Oh my good God.
Wow,
That's a dragon.
There's something huge in the sky.
You damn right it was
It's heading towards
huge.
the heart of the forest. We must proceed with caution.
Yes, the utmost caution. That's how we shall proceed. Also, we're running right for it. I don't know if that counts as proceeding with caution, but whatever. Fuck it. That's kind of, you know, I got that devil may care attitude about me, y'all. You may or may have not have noticed. Huh. I'm gonna figure out. That's bothering me so bad. Y'all see these widgets up at the top left with red exclamations on them, and I don't know how to click on them, y'all. I've tried everything I know to do, and it's bothering me so bad. Tab doesn't do it. Caps locks doesn't do it. Shift, no. Control. Oh, that switches to walking. Alt. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll tell me how to do it in the game. We'll figure it out as we go. I do not wish... Oh, sweet flower. Yes. Gosh. Loves... Oh my... Look at these beautiful trees, y'all. The golden... Oh my God. This is a whole ass autumnal mood, y'all, is what it is. Look at how beautiful. The golden leaves. This game is very pretty. And I like things that are very pretty. I like things that are just basically pretty. They don't even have to be very pretty. Just pretty enough. You know, if I'm being honest. Let me hop down here. Oh, she slid down. Girl, don't break your ankles, honey. You got heels on. You gotta watch little Notastraza, y'all. She's the kind of girl, she just throws caution to the wind. I respect it, but also it could be dangerous. I don't see any hospitals nearby, do y'all? I don't see nothing but a bunch of woodlands and some rocky cliffs. Here's some, oh, this dandelions. Oh my, this is a lot. Missed opportunity alert. Missed opportunity. They put dandelions in the game, and I love dandelions. I think they're very dandy. And you can't pick them. That is a severe mistake if I've ever seen one. And I've seen quite a few, y'all. This game is very pretty. I'm probably going to say that a lot. I'm probably going to buckle up, y'all. I'm probably going to be saying that a lot because this is very cute. I'm going to fight them. Come get some, huh? You want some of this? Huh? What you boys want to do, huh? You want a little bit of this and a little bit of that? Oh, wait, no, hold on. It popped up G. I should have probably kept fighting and then read this later. But I wanted to see, y'all. I take any tips I can get, y'all. The games have to teach me, y'all. I don't like to look stuff up. I don't mind y'all telling me stuff. I like to learn through the community and stuff, but I don't like to go, reading on Google and blah, 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 watching YouTube. I don't fuck with all that. Unless I just get so stuck I can't play the game anymore, then I do it. But that's not really my thing. Okay, hold. Hang on, my little eyeballs wanting to water. I got a tissue. Why is it starting this mess this morning, y'all? I was doing great. My eye watered all day yesterday. Well, not all day. It's just while I was streaming, of course. Of course, when I'm trying to do my passion, my little hobby thing I love to do, I'm going to have troubles. And then the rest of the time, everything's just fine. It says I can hold left alt. Thank God, y'all. They told me the very thing. Look at this. Look at this. What was I just saying, y'all? Where I was trying to figure out how to use my mouse on my screen in a free-form manner so I could, interact with the widgets. And they're telling me how to do it not 10 seconds later. I love that. So what I do is, to show my cursor, I hold left alt to show the cursor and click the on-screen buttons. Very good. Okay, I can click out of this now. But I have to keep fighting, y'all. We're fighting for our lives. More E. Oh my God, they just... Wow. They didn't know what was coming. I got 10 Mora. What's Mora? So that's like coins? Okay. Okay, very good. Oh, here's a treasure chest. Look at it. Oh my. Oh my. It's an exquisite chest. Allow me to click F.
I'll keep this close.
I just got a bunch of stuff. Traveling doctor's handkerchief. Y'all. Stop yawning. Stop it. No. But y'all, my daddy, he used handkerchiefs. He always had a little handkerchief with him. And I feel like that's a nice touch. I think it shows some personality, y'all. I really do. A lot of people, they always looking for a tissue. They always hunting for a fucking tissue. And if they ain't got one, you know what? They're just fucked. There's nothing they can do. But not my father, y'all. The man always was prepared. He always had a handkerchief, y'all. It was not a problem. Sniffle nose? Handkerchief. No fucking problem. He was a baller. Yep. Miss him. Get a sip of coffee. Yes, I was a total daddy's girl. I sure was. But that don't mean I don't like my mama. I sure do. She's still living. Wonderful lady. But yeah. Okay, so let me see this. Oh, you just press F to pick them. I'm going to look at all this stuff. I'm going to do it. Adventurer's Flower? An adventurer's... What is that? A resilient flower? We'll read all this stuff in the inventory because I need to know what it is, y'all. I'm actually really liking this game. I'm really liking this, and at the end, I will give it an early rating, which will be, this is the type of game you play. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to play this for a few hours, and then you say, oh, wow, you know what? I give this game an A, a B, or C, or a 90, or what, 80, or what have you. You can't do that. This is a big game. Seems like a big game. You can't just rate it all nambly-bambly, but you can give it kind of an early leaning, and I'll do that at the end. But so far, I'm really liking it. I haven't seen anything I don't like yet. I felt like the jump could be a good 30% higher, maybe 50% higher. I always like a good high jump in my games, y'all. It's high enough. It could be higher, though. But this is a cutesy little structure. The world design of this kind of reminds me of like a Breath of the Wind or something like that, Zelda. Y'all know? It's very pretty. Everything is so pretty. The sky, the flora, the fauna, it's all beautiful. And the tree, okay, let's get our fruit. These are pears, y'all. They're not sunset. We ain't got to church something. It's just a basic fruit item, y'all. That's all it is. It's just a pair. Okay. Let me go up here though, because there might be something. Sweet flower. Okay. I see more pairs, but I'm not going to go over there and get them. It feels like too much work, y'all. I know it's only about 20 meters, but y'all, my God, that's a long way. I don't think I can do it. Why can't I catch the birds? They're the most annoying creatures in all the known universe. Okay, and everybody knows that. There's not a single person that I've ever met, not a single person even that's ever lived that has disputed that birds are the most annoying fucking creatures that have ever existed. And I'm so glad for that. But they make it where you can catch a creature as magnanimous as a lizard, and not only when you catch it, you pull its tail off, which is extremely evil. You know, it's satanic is what it is. Stop your mess, girl. Stop it. Nobody needs to hear all that. But then they put birds in the game, which is an evil creature, you know. And you can't even catch them or kill them or maim them. You can't do anything to them. You can't shoot them with a slingshot, you know, a rifle, anything. Use magic on them, a sword. You just can't interact with them. They treating them like they're some kind of god. They're treating them like they're some kind of noble creature, and everybody knows differently. Is all I'm trying to say. Look, hold on. Oh my God, I saw the sun setting right here, and I thought this is beautiful. And then I saw the sun, and I was like, it really. Well, what it did was it really confirmed what I was thinking. That it is very beautiful. And I love that. More sweet flowers. The more sweet flowers, the better. Oh, look, a little puddle of water to stamp in. When you find a puddle of water, you have to just stamp in it, because that's what you do. Also, if you're very lucky and you're out in the world and you're a dainty little lady, you know, and you're walking and there's a big nasty puddle of water, if there's a nice gentleman nearby, he'll take his coat off and put it over the puddle so you can walk unperturbed. You know, that's never happened to me, y'all. It's never happened to me. But I do dream of the day. I do. If I could experience that one time in my life, I would be so happy. Look at the little lizard. I'm not picking him up because I don't want to touch the lizard, because it's not a lizard. I don't even know that. Y'all, please, it's a lizard. I'm not going to pull its tail off. Okay, so I'm not going to touch it. This game is messed up. You don't pull their tails off.
Huh? Look at that!
Oh my God.
Don't be afraid. It's all right now. I'm back.
That's
Is he talking to a dragon?
Yes. Scary.
Who's there?
Oh, that's a dude?
That was close. Paimon almost got blown away.
Okay, yeah. Oh my God, y'all. That was such a cool dragon. Y'all know I love dragons. You know, it's just kind of a thing. But that was one of the coolest dragons I've seen. Look at, I just noticed something about Paimon. Look at her little cloak. I think this is maybe the first time seeing her from the back. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably definitely am. But the thing is, she's got like the little cosmos going on her cloak. I think that's cool.
Luckily, Paimon managed to grab hold of your hair. Thanks.
What? You did? Girl, don't you ever. Don't you oh my God. Do y'all, I will do it right now. I swear to God, Paimon. Y'all. I will disown my fairy god niece right here on the spot if she ever grabs my hair again. I don't care. You getting blown away, Paimon, is your problem. Also, that which can fly cannot be blown away. It's just in the same goddamn way that a fish cannot drown, a being that can fly cannot be blown away. Y'all think about it. It's only logical. I'm very logical. Please don't hit my line. Y'all, let me get a sip of coffee. But I'll disown her. You don't grab my hair, you little sprite. You want to get on my bad side? That's how you do it. Go messing with mommy's hair. God. Okay. So, also what I was going to say too is that I'm loving like the cinematics. They are actually so good, and I'm liking the storytelling so far. It's a pretty good mix. It's pretty heavy on the story. It's right now it's less on the action, like you're doing less leveling up, less less leveling up and less killing, etc., using combat abilities and more seeing cinematics. But I imagine, if I had to imagine, I do imagine, that will slow down in a little bit after we get through the initial chunk of story, and then there'll probably be more leveling up and less cinematic stuff. And we'll get to play the game a little bit more. And y'all know it takes me time to get through this stuff because I have an issue, y'all. Clearly I have problems. I can't stop talking sometimes. Well, it's definitely not sometimes, is it? It's more like all the time. But okay, so I have an option here. Good thing you didn't pull my hair out. Good thing the dragon didn't notice us. I'm gonna tell her just right here, right now. Paimon, good thing you didn't pull my hair out.
Just what was that? Paimon thought we were gonna get eaten.
Y'all, do they call her Paimon because she enjoys apple pie? What kind of pie do you think she likes? You know, my favorite. Okay, I really just have two pies that I like. Y'all are going to hate me when I tell you that. Well, actually, I have three. But I hate key lime pie. Okay, don't hit my line. Apologize to all the key lime pie likers. It's not my thing. And you'll probably be surprised to learn that I do, in fact, love lemon meringue. And y'all are like, what's the fucking difference? There's a lot of difference. There's all the difference in the world. Please, it's not just in the name, it's in the pie. But also, I don't know, y'all. I really, if somebody put a gun to my head, it's between pecan pie straight out the gate, y'all. I love, love, love pecan pie. But the thing is, if you give me apple pie, vanilla apple pie, okay, standard, not like it's vanilla flavored, then it wouldn't even be, of course, apple pie. It would be some abomination. But just standard apple pie. If you take that apple pie and you load it down with actual real salted butter, put it on top of it and melt it, and then you put me a piece of American cheese, now not cheddar cheese, that's disgusting, actual American cheese, and you melt it down on top of the butter on the apple pie, then apple pie wins. But without said condiments, pecan pie wins. I don't know why I called it pecan pie. It's pecan pie. Okay. Gosh. And I know some people call it pecan, and also that's incorrect. Please don't do that. It's a spanking. Oh, I just had the last drop of my coffee, y'all. We've been going 2 hours, no breaks. I must be in a rare energy. But also, in just a little bit, I'm probably going to take a break because I am feeling a need to visit the loo here in just a bit. And what a cute little butterfly. It's a oh my God. Oh my God. This game has magical butterflies because I just saw one. Oh, her armor's pink. I just noticed that. This is pink, right? I'm terrible with colors, but I see pink pretty good. And also, this is pink. This is pink. That's pink. Okay, good. I love pink. It's my favorite color. Just what was that? Okay, what was Paimon saying? She thought we were going to get eaten.
It definitely has something to do with that weirdo who was talking to the dragon.
Well, I'm not going to say the first one. I'm going to say Paimon is talking to dragons normal?
Of course not.
It's not. I disagree. I'm going to go ahead and disagree. You know, as a dragon, I talk to people, regular humans all the fucking time. You know. But this is a different world, y'all. Different reality. And what the heck is that red glowing thing up there? That doesn't look good. Something is amiss. Something's afoot, as Sherlock Holmes would say. He would say that, y'all.
Oh, what's that?
Did he say something's afoot, or did he say mischief's afoot? I don't remember, y'all. But I do like Sherlock Holmes.
There's some kind of shiny red thingy on the big rock over there.
I couldn't have said this better myself.
Let's go take a closer look.
You know, I appreciate Paimon because she's a simple girl. And I'm a simple girl. And so I appreciate her.
Be careful. Paimon doesn't have a good feeling about this.
Well, then why would you run right over to it, Paimon? What? Y'all, she's got a courageous spirit about her. Okay, let me go up here. I just ran up a 90-degree angle, y'all. These shoes is doing work. They must be spiked cleats on the bottom of my heels. And I'd be here for that. Crimson crystal. Okay.
Paimon's never seen a stone like this before, so Paimon can't tell what it is.
Well, what if it's a dragon egg, y'all? What if it's a dragon egg? Wouldn't that be cool?
All Paimon knows is that it's dangerous. Best we put it away for now.
If you don't know what it is,
Okay,
how do
we've
you
got
know
it.
it's
Now
dangerous?
Let's get out of here.
That was cute, the way that she said get. She said, let's get out of here. I can't even do it like that. Very cutesy language usage. I like cute language. Well, I like everything that's cute, so I guess that's really not a surprise, is it? But yes, if you don't know what it is, how do you know it's dangerous? Maybe she just has an instinct for these things. Look at all the pretty leaves falling. This game is so pretty. Y'all, goddamn. Goddamn, this game is pretty. Oh, cool. Got all kinds of experience. And the map, look in the left. Okay, what did it say? Oh gosh, hold on. It told me how to use the cursor, y'all, and I've already forgot. Oh, you hold down left alt. That's what it... Okay, but look right here. it shows you right here that it's low beneath you, and I love when WoW had in the last several years has started putting like a little down caret when something's down and a little up caret when something's up. So I love that they're showing, you know, telling you that it's lower, and they're not just saying, oh, go this way. They're actually giving you, you know, some good directions. And I appreciate it. Also, now that I know how to do this, let me click on my little character avatar widget. Stop with that yawning, girl. Put your hand down. You are not in a classroom asking a question. What are you doing? She's trying to do a me impression. It's what she's trying to do. Stop it. Okay, so it wanted me to look at this. Okay, so this is my achievements. Oh, you get paid for them. Good. Hadn't WoW started doing something like this, hadn't they? I need to... Where did I see that at? That you could spend achievement points somehow? I don't remember. But I should. I'm probably wrong about that. Okay, let me claim... Okay, claim it. Let the wind lead. Very good. Click. Oh. Click. There we go. Okay, it's telling me I've got one completed. Very good. Anything else? What's it want me to do right here? When I put my birthday... I guess I could put my actual birthday. I think most of y'all know my birthday anyway. Let's see, 3. If you're on Discord, you do. But you don't know the year. You don't know how old your girl is. Right here, 323. That's right. I'm a goddamn Aries, y'all. The fucking Ram. That's right. And I live up to the stereotype. Confirm. Your birthday will be set that you will not be able to change it. Who knows? Something good might happen on your birthday? Okay. Confirm. What else? Y'all, I might have to do this when I get back from the bathy room. What else it want me to do? Let me see. I guess it just wanted me to look at it. Well, I've looked at it. Let's go back. Okay, I'm gonna have to pick up with this when I get back from the loo, y'all. I got to go take a little tinkle, and I need to get me another cup of coffee, y'all. And just give me a couple of few minutes, then I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I am back. I'm back. And I am glad to be back. It feels good to get up and, excuse me. Feels good to get up and stretch the legs and get another cup of fresh hot coffee. It sure does. Let me get a sip. Oh my, that is so good. So good. I'm just listening to the music. It's very pretty. It's a very nice piano music. I'm just sitting here for a second sipping, y'all. I'm looking for the energy. Because when I left, I had some cry. I was like, wow. You know, you get up and you go move around, you stretch out a little bit, and you come back in a different energy. You know, it's like... And her yawning does not help. But yeah, you come back in a different energy. Okay. Just had to get a few sips in me. Okay, so what were we... Let me get... Excuse me. Oh. Okay, let me see. What were we... We left off, like... trying to find out about the dragon. Hold on. Let's see, you hold on. Right, this is what I was doing. This is, okay. This is what I was doing. Community, it wants me to look. Oh no, I don't need to go leaving the game. Stop doing that. What is... Okay, so it's want me to look at all their stuff so they can train me how to pay... so they can train me how to pay them money, y'all. That's what they're trying to do, right? They want to teach me how to get out my credit card. And I'm sorry, game, I ain't here for that. Mommy be milking these games. These games don't be milking mommy, trust me. No. Oh, Paimon thinks it's time for a goddamn survey, does she? Well, I don't, and I don't care what my little fairy godniece thinks. I don't. Well, I do, but not about this. No. What is this? Okay, this is a lot of yada yadas. I'm just clicking this off because, y'all, I do not wish to have red exclamation marks all over my screen. Like, I would say the Riddler's been here, but you know that fucker deals in question marks. You know what? Y'all, I'm gonna come up. Don't steal my idea, y'all. I'll be watching. I'll know if you do, but please don't steal my idea, y'all. But I'm gonna come up with a superhero that uses an exclamation mark. Because we've already got one. Well, a villain, a super villain, y'all. Because we've already got one that uses question marks, and we don't need another one. We need one that uses the exclaimer. That's what he shall be. And he shall go around making pointed exclamations, y'all. Yes. Gosh, I'm just so darn smart, y'all. I don't even know what to do with myself sometimes. Let me see, event. Click all this. No. Yada yadas. Yippity yap, yada yada, blippity bop, hippity hop. Nope, nope, nope. All this shit, get it out of here. Get it off of there. Mail, I've got mail as well. That rhymed. Game survey. Why can't I just mark it as red? They won't let me do it. Crazy as hell. Y'all, I think the stream might have went down. Damn it. Y'all, did we lose? Oh, for fuck's sake. Y'all, I don't know what we've been having internet, so I'll wait till it comes back up. Let me reload the player. Oh gosh darn it, y'all. We're back. We're back. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it, y'all. For the last week, the internet, I was telling y'all the other day that the internet company shut the internet down at midnight the other night, and they left the thing down for 6 hours because we got a new business moving into town and they had to move some wires, but they've been doing maintenance. So my stream has been kind of iffy the last couple of weeks, and we've been having some outages and some shortages, y'all. And I apologize, y'all. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not like I can call them and say, hey, you know, move these lines better or don't move the lines. They're not going to listen to me. They have to do it. So, gosh darn them. You know, I hate when y'all get disconnected and we get disconnected. You know, it messes up the VOD, you know, and I hate that, but there's not much I can do. But I'm gonna move on. Let me get a sip of coffee. We back, and we glad to be back. Yes. Make no mistake. I don't even remember what I was saying before that happened. It's like they won't let me get off the survey thing. But also, they don't... Yes, they're gonna put the red thing on the character head until I do the stupid survey. That is frustrating. Okay, that's something I don't like. We found one little thing I don't like, but that's okay. It does not ruin the game or anything. Okay, now what am I doing now? Okay, I see 2 points of interest. Let's go this way. Very good. Let me get this mushroom. Oh, this is my first mushroom? No, it's not. Also, let me look in my inventory, y'all. Right, mint. A refreshingly cool ingredient. The cool, fresh flavor can cut through the heat of many dishes. But also, you don't really put mint in a lot of spicy foods, do you? Am I culinarily ignorant, y'all? Do I just not know about these things? But I don't think Gordon Ramsay be putting mixing spicy foods, you know, and also mint. But people like a touch of mint in their cigarettes, so I used to smoke menthol cigarettes, y'all. They were very delicious. But they will kill you, so I stopped doing that. Damn it, I wish I could smoke cigarettes with impunity because I believe it's so sexy. Yes, I do. I loved smoking cigarettes.
Stop right there!
I could do all the different inhale types. French inhale, etc. Blow smoke rings. Who is this? You can't just be hopping on my screen.
May the Animo God protect you, stranger.
Okay. Who is this uppity girl with the bunny ears on her head, and why is she dancing across my screen like some kind of summer sprite? You can't do that. Just hold on a minute. I have to hold on a minute because I have to get a sip of coffee before I deal with her. Uppity little thing. May the anima god protect you. Okay. Well, you know, that's a nice greeting. And also, I like her outfit and her hair. The bunny hair bow, I wouldn't wear it. I couldn't get away with it, but she can get away with it because she's an anime girl. I know people think I'm an anime girl in real life. I'm not actually. I'm a dragon in real life, not an anime girl.
I am Amber, outrider for the Knights of Favonius.
Favonius? Okay. I mean, y'all, if somebody told me that and they just came up to me and they didn't have the personality such as this girl, I wouldn't take them serious. But she just told me that with such conviction in her voice, I've got no choice but to go along with it. My God.
You don't look like citizens of Mondstadt. Explain yourselves.
Okay, I'm frightened, y'all. I'm feeling a touch of fear in my little heart. She's telling me to explain myself. I don't even know where I came from. I'm hanging out with this. I've got my fairy god niece with me, and she's magical flying fairy kin. I don't really know what to say for myself.
Well, we're not looking for trouble.
Oh, Paimon's talking for me, little pecan Paimon.
That's what all the troublemakers say.
Oh my God, she's basically saying that's exactly what a criminal would say. And it's not. You know, I'm not a criminal, y'all, so I don't really know what criminals would say. I'm just someone that enjoys crime. Okay, not a criminal, in fact. You can enjoy crime without partaking of it. I just think it seems really fun. You know, that's me though. Hello, I am Notastraza.
Doesn't sound like a local name to me.
Well, that's because it's not, honey.
And this mascot, what's the deal with it?
Oh my God, I know you did not. Oh my God, Amber. Amber. Just hold on a minute, Amber. You do not refer to my fairy god niece as a fucking mascot. You don't do it. Now she's gonna get on my bad side real quick with her fucking bunny ears. You don't talk to this little thing like that. That's Paimon. Oh my God. Y'all, I could say, look at the dialogue. Look. We're friends or emergency food. Y'all, oh my God. Why did they do this to me? Now, y'all, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why would you do, like, Sorry, Paimon, but Amber, she's emergency food.
Hey, that's even worse than being a mascot.
Oh no, God, what the frick?
So to sum it up, you're traveling partners, right?
That is what we've been doing so far, yes. I don't know, other than knowing her name, I don't know much about her. You know, she could be a tiny criminal. You know, they make, y'all, please, God, look. They make criminals of all sizes and cuteness levels. They do. Yes, they do. They come in all shapes and sizes. Just look at the prisons.
Well, look, there's been a large dragon sighted around Mondstadt recently. Best you get inside the city as soon as possible.
Well, I think that dragon is gonna, because all dragons are lovely. And I'm not just saying that because I am one, okay? I wouldn't do that. You know, I'm not out here to mislead anybody. I'm out here to tell the truth. You know, I'm something of a dragon truther. You know, if you want to call me that, I would be okay with it. But here's the thing. All dragons are lovely people. So that dragon is just misunderstood. It's not here to burn and pillage and do all these terrible things that people think dragons do, because we don't. Yes, we do eat people, but I mean, we get hungry too, y'all. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You don't get mad at a lion when it eats a sheep. Okay, like, my God, not evil. Okay, hashtag it.
It's not far from here. I'll escort you there.
Look how her bangs, her bangs cross over either side of her nose. I don't really know what to say about it. It's just an observation. She's gonna escort me. Okay. Lead the way, Amber. Amber bunny ears.
Oh, aren't you out here for some other reason?
Wait, how would Paimon know that? How would Paimon know that Amber is out here for another reason? Is she some kind of telepathic or something?
I am, but not to worry. I can keep you both safe while doing that too.
Oh no, Amber was asking this to Paimon. Okay. But wait, the same question still applies. How would Amber know this about Paimon?
Besides, I'm still not sure if I can trust you two just yet.
Okay, let me get a sip of coffee. Okay, so why so suspicious? Or that's a rather rude way to speak to guests. And that's exactly what I'm gonna say. It's rather rude, Amber.
Oh, I'm sorry. Probably not something I should say as a knight.
Exactly. Or not something you should say in general ever. How about that, Amber? Yeah. How you like them apples, girlie?
I give you my apologies, strange yet respectable travelers.
No, that's not an apology, Amber. You could have left the strange off of it. Yes, you could have, but you didn't.
That sounded so fake.
Because it was, Paimon, it was fake. You heard it. She is a pretender. That is what she is.
Do you have something against the type of language usage prescribed by the Knights of Favonius Handbook?
Y'all, this is okay, y'all. I'm very quickly falling in love with this game. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because this is fucking hilarious dialogue. Look at this. Did you have... Hold on. Oh my God, my eyes are watering, y'all. And not because of like the allergy thing, but because I'm laughing at this. I can't... Hold on. Okay. She said... Stupid. Do you have something against the type of language usage prescribed by the Knights of Flavonia? Y'all, hold on. It actually, it's got my tummy in a knot now. Let's move on. That's funny. They got me to
Outrider
laugh.
Amber reporting for duty. Just word if you ever need my help.
Oh, cool. Okay, so now we're getting to understand. Hold on. Let me get a sip of coffee before I proceed. That was a swallow, y'all. Not a sip nor a swig, nor a gulp, but a swallow. Not the bird, but the thing you do when you're drinking, because there was no need for the clarification. None at all. They already understood. Let me get a sip of coffee. It'll be an actual sip this time. I promise. I shall not pull the rug from y'all. Okay, that was delicious. And it was actually a sip, but honestly, it was bordering on a swig. But I can't do... Y'all, goddamn, I don't have a syringe to measure the coffee out. Okay, I don't know how many milliliters are in a swig. You know what? No. Never mind. Never mind. Oh. But I'm learning something about the game here, y'all. That you get characters. And I remember somebody telling me this the other day. I believe it was Sylvie. Yeah. That you get characters and you can have different ones. And she's an archer. Look at that. Wowie. Okay. And so she's garbed like an archer. Yep, confirmed. Got the gloves, got the bracers or whatever, yada yada. They tend to roll their sleeves up. They tend to be, the only thing she's missing, they put the, let me slow down a little bit. They put the bunny ears on her instead of like the little Robin Hood cap, but it's a minor detail. And they don't really do high heels in this game so far. They do these low heels. They're not really high heels. And then they're giving you a plushie or something, maybe. Cool, so we unlocked Amber. And she's 4-star. Very cool. Very. As an archer, Amber is ideal for taking down targets from a distance. Press 2 to switch to... Oh, okay. So now we're playing with more than one character. And there's like a little cool... No, they got me locked into it because of the story. Okay. There may or may not be a cooldown between switching characters. I shall not know for a little while. But very soon. Oh, she's got her own plushie. Okay. She's got... Y'all? Is that a thing? Should I have a plushie of myself? No. No, I think not. Absolutely not.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
Okay, shut your mouth. Okay. Now... Press R. Oh, I was pressing E. That's the whole problem. I can't move, though. I can only do like this. I can only move with the mouse. Shoot-ay. Press R again to exit aiming button. Aiming mode. Brain, what the fuck? Please, brain, do not tell me the incorrect words to say. Like there's a communication problem between my eyes and my brain and my mouth. And it's a result of brain damage from when I was a child. God darn it. Get a sip of coffee. Press R again. Okay, now I can strafe oh my god, look at that. I can strafe around. But let me see. Oh, okay, it's a 1 second cooldown. Okay, so now I got 2 girly poos. Very good.
So, suspicious travelers, what are you doing in Mondstadt?
She got separated from her brother during a really long journey. Paimon is her travel buddy, helping her to find her brother.
Oh, looking for your family? Huh. Okay, let me finish my other stuff first, and then I can help you put up posters around the city.
What exactly is it you need to finish doing first?
It's simple. You'll understand in a bit.
Okay. Very good. We'll understand in a bit, and I'll take her at her word. Look at here, a common chest. You know what? I'm not very excited to open this because they're calling it a common chest, y'all. Not a rare chest, not an epic chest, not a glorious
Hey, there's
chest.
something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
I'm gonna need you to shut up while I was talking. Please, girl. Common chest.
Wow, these will come in handy.
Oh, cool. I got a sword. I got a new sword. It's a silver sword. Oh, you got to pick it up, right? Of course you do. Silly me. Hold on. Let me equip it. But I can't. So I guess I'm in. Do they have a shared inventory? Because I've never played a game like this. That had this sort of character swapping. Now, I played GTA 5 and you swapped, of course, between the 3 characters, but that's obviously a bit different. That is a whole different thing. Let me look. What about right here? Yes, okay. Which character was I on again when I did this? Now let me check Amber. And then press my inventory again. Yes, it's shared. Very good. Very, very good. I'm happy about this. Wait a minute. Maybe it's not shared because the silver sword's not showing now. Let me look again. Go back to Noda. Inventory. It could be. It is shared. It could be that just. Oh, it is, y'all. It's just because the new symbol came off of it. It confused me. That's all it was. Okay. Y'all, I'm easily confused. This is known. It is known. Okay. But also, I wanted to equip it and I didn't do it. Hold on. How do I do it? Details? Fast equip? Yes, because Amber uses a bow. She's not going to be able to use a sword. Base attack plus 10. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Okay, I think I equipped it. How do I look? Let me see. No, hold on. How do let me do this. Right here. Very good. But no, I'm using the dull blade. I'm using the dull blade. I didn't do it right. Hold on. Silver sword. Yes, now let me go back. And now I'm using the fucking dull blade. What is this? Let me try again. Switch. Silver sword. Now press switch. Okay. It made a sound that usually means I did it something. Well, if it don't. I'm not even going to say it. I don't have to say it. If it made a sound, it usually means I did something right. And then I was going to correct myself and say no, but it does in fact mean that you did something. Maybe I did it right. Let's see. Yes, I did. Okay, fuck yes, I'm proud. I'm damn proud. That's a y'all, that's an accomplishment in itself. Put some props on me. Okay, I can do, now we're gonna do something. We are moving toward an objective. And I'm not gonna climb over the rocks, y'all. I don't want to skin y'all. I'm wearing a very nice outfit. I'm not out here to be bouldering, y'all. That is not the kind of fucking life a dainty little thing like me lives. Okay, I'm not crawling over a bunch of sharp, jagged rocks wearing my best Sunday dress, y'all. I ain't gonna do it. I refuse to do it. I won't do it. I never will. I'm gonna just go like this through the pretty grass because that is satisfying to do. And that's what I want to do. That's what I'm gonna do. Look at this. Can you mine these rocks? Y'all, are they gonna let me mine in this game? Is that what we're gonna do? Hold on. How do you do it? I can't do it. Oh! Oh my God, this is terrible behavior. You do not, please God, y'all. I know that y'all probably own a bunch of swords and stuff because who doesn't have a closet full of fucking claymores and katanas and everything? I know y'all are probably well equipped. You probably have nunchucks too. I mean, goddamn, you probably do. But here's the thing about it. You do not use those to mine with because you'll dull the blade, y'all. Everybody knows that. Give me a mining pick. I'm out here chopping with a sword. This is terrible. Just talk about the wrong tool for the job, y'all. What kind of developer, what kind of sick bastards and bastards would do this? And why would they do it? That's the bigger question here. I will put my lawyers on it. Don't worry about it. I plan to send multiple letters today after the stream already. And if you think that's a joke, you just don't know me too well. Fuck yeah, I don't even care. I'm here for it. Goddamn, we are chopping these rocks, y'all. Rock chopping. Fucking with the silver sword. Damn right I am. I'm here for it. God, yes. Anime girl cutting rocks up with a sword? Yes. Oh, I already chopped that one. Oh, good. So we can probably craft in this game then, right? There'll be crafting? Yes. Oh, there's some flowers. Y'all, I'm gonna do the story. I promise. Snapdragon? Well, that must be the best of all flowers because it has dragon in the name. Let me see what it says about it. It better be a glowing description because if it's not, I swear to God, they're going to invoke the wrath of the Dragon Queen. And they don't want to do that. I promise you that. Let me see what they've done here. Let me see what they did to my girl. That's not it. Hold on. I'm prepared to be upsetty spaghetti. Okay, I don't know if I approve of eating snapdragons, just straight out the gate, because they're basically little dragon flowers. You know, they're little, they're basically little dragons that have been born as flowers, y'all. That's what this is. So I don't think I approve of this. Can be eaten once cooked. As a oh my God. They're using it as a spice, y'all. It can bring wonderful flavor to dishes. I'm having so many thoughts right now. Most of them not good. Let me just continue. I don't want to get... I don't... Never mind. We're just going to carry on. This is not a dragon positive game, y'all. I'm seeing that right off the bat. They sort of have a negative bend to all that which is dragon. That's what I'm seeing. And I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why.
A hilichurl.
Quick, get it!
I don't know why they would take that sort of position toward dragons after all dragons have done for the cosmos and everything. Oh, I'm about to be... Oh. Oh, well, the last one connected. Well, come get some, big boy. What do you think you're doing? I mean, how can you even fight? You don't even have... Y'all, he's got his face covered.
When these monsters have been getting too close to the city recently.
How can he
My task
even
this time is
see?
to clear out their camp.
You know, the same thing I always think about Illidan Stormrage, y'all. He's blind as fuck, but he sees better than anybody. How does that happen? Oh, a teleport waypoint. Y'all, they told me about this thing 2 hours ago, I believe. Well, I'm a little slow. It's okay. Let me get a sip of coffee. It just takes me a long time to do stuff. I mean, y'all should see me trying to make a sandwich, y'all. It's a very sad procedure for me. Really is. I usually do pretty good getting the mayonnaise on there. But, you know, things generally fall apart after that. It's kind of downhill from there. Oh! Who dis? Lynn? Who the heck is Lynn? Y'all. I can cook now. Okay. And maybe I can get my own little cooking setup so I don't have to come find stuff like this. That would be cool. Oh, thank God. The NPCs that are... oh my God, y'all. This... I'm already in love with this company, y'all, because I'm always complaining about how random fucking NPCs are way too loud in these games, and it just drives me crazy because they start yapping. I don't mind the main quest NPCs being louder, but somebody like her, a fucking glorified nobody, shouldn't have a loud voice. You know? Golly. It's not too much to ask, but I'm glad to see they did it right. Because in Oblivion, do y'all think they did it right there? Well, you know they didn't if you watched the channel.
Adventuring on an empty stomach.
Okay, Lynn, shut up. They made up for the quiet voice by having her yap too frequently is what they did. Now I see the problem. Every game, y'all, every game, they just don't do it right. Let me get my apple. Okay, let me talk to Lynn.
Never go adventuring on an empty stomach.
Oh, you can use your mouse cursor to go between these things. Let me talk to her. Oh no, I cut her. Oh, I just cut her clean in half, y'all. Her entrails are hanging out. I'm so sorry, Lynn. Let me help you pack those back in. Get some duct tape. We can just fix her right up, y'all. MacGyver says duct tape fixes everything.
I'm the survival expert of the Adventurers Guild. Nice to meet you.
Okay, like how do I talk? It clearly says press F. It clearly says F right there. I'm slicing this girl in half, y'all. Her spinal cord didn't stand a chance. It didn't. Not against my silver blade, my newly found silver blade. Okay, so Lynn says knowing... Oh my God, no voice dialogue? What? They gonna make me read. Like, please don't start making me read this shit. Oh my God. I feel my little voice already getting tired, y'all. Lynn says, knowing how to cook is essential to survive in the wild. Don't forget it. Now, who are you? Have you seen someone who looks very much like me? What? Why would I ask her that? Because y'all watched when I showed the YouTube video, her twin looks nothing like her. Number one, he's a boy. Number two, he got brown hair or dark hair. Y'all know I don't know colors, but it's whatever. Who are you is the question. Well, that don't tell me nothing. She's currently trying to complete the Survive in the Wild challenge. I don't even remember when I last set foot in Mondstadt. Y'all, my big goal for today is just to get to Mondstadt. If we can get there, oh, excuse me. Ah. Sorry. Okay, I'm better now. If I can get to Mondstadt, I will be happy. Okay, she says surviving in the wild ain't hard. You just need to monitor your stamina, stay hydrated, and keep track of your temperature. Well, lady, what are you going to do? Sell me a thermometer? The fuck am I going to keep track of my temperature? You know, if it gets over 104, do I have COVID? Like, oh my God, she going to be swiping my nostrils? Lord have mercy. Let me get a sip of coffee. Okay, yeah, she telling me she lonely. She says naturally it's a bit lonely out there. So I appreciate our conversation. Let me dab my eye, y'all. This left one, it won't the water just to touch again. There we go. It's not doing it as bad today, and I'm very thankful for that. Okay. All right, so tell me about cooking. Tell me about ingredients. I think I understand what ingredients are. I mean, god damn. Tell me about cooking, honey. Cooking is one of the most important skills needed in life. Don't skip the lesson. Lynn says if there's a cooking pot on your way, you can try to cook some dishes you've learned. The food you've cooked does not only restore health, it can also grant you special bonuses. Of course, everything depends on your cooking skills, so learn your recipes. Okay. Oh, and here we go. So I really hope they give you some kind of item that you can like deploy in the world, like a cooking pot. You know, please don't tell me this game don't let me freeform cook, y'all, because I will be so sad. Like, let me freeform cook, please. Give me a cooking pot. Give me a campfire at the very least, everybody. I mean, this girl can do magic. I got a goddamn fairy god niece, y'all, but I can't make a campfire. Like, it's a damn shame, y'all. It's a crying shame. If that's true, I hope it's not true. We shall find out. But I can see all the stuff I can cook. So I do not have a what is this, a chicken leg? Cooking ingredient, fowl. Dropped by animals. Okay. Chickions, I would hope. I mean, I swear to God, if I'm out here killing cows and they dropping chicken legs, I'm going to be thinking some weird shit's going on, y'all. Like, god damn. Are the cows eating the chickens? Is it coming out of the cow's stomach? What's happening? That would be wild. And I would have to, if that happened, I would have to stop with the game, y'all. I just don't know if I could tolerate that level of weirdness. And I'm a girl, I can tolerate quite a, you know, the type that can tolerate quite a high level of weirdness. But I don't know if I could do all that. That's a big ask, okay? It's a bit much. Steak. Okay, I don't need to look at yada yada blah blah. This all looks very appetizing. Is there no ramen noodles? Oh, good God. Please let that be something I can unlock later. Please, God, ramen noodles. I'm gonna have some ramen. I've been eating ramen like the last 3-4 days in a row, y'all. I plan on having it again today, and I don't give a single fuck. Okay, I don't. I just don't. I ain't got none to give. Nope. Okay, let me see. Okay, well, I don't think I'm gonna be. Let me do the pot. Let me do it.
Adventuring on an empty stomach.
Lynn, honey, shut your mouth. I've already spoken to you. Sweet madame? Surely I'm pronouncing that correctly. But y'all, I'm talking to the cooking pot is the same thing as talking to Lynn, okay? What does that say about Lynn? You know, if talking to a cooking pot, it's the same as talking to her. Yeah, poor Lynn. You know, the developers saw Lynn as equal to a fucking cooking pot, y'all. Bless her heart. I'd hate to be Lynn, y'all. F in the fucking chat for Lynn. Okay, I'm doing magic fingers. What's this? Investigate. Oh, wow. Mushrooms, yes. These are magic mushrooms, too. I like to imagine that when I imbibe, it's also making me hallucinate. I once RP'd with a fella in WoW, a gnome named Gardenius. I hadn't seen him in a while, but he would sell magic mushrooms in the game, y'all. It was rather fun. It was a rather fun RP I did with him. Pretty cool guy. Hadn't seen him in a while. But then again, I don't hang out in Stormwind as much as I used to. You know, me and the girlfriend lately, we've been doing a lot of shit in WoW. We have been playing the fuck out of it. Also, let me not get too sidetracked. Hold on. I wish to... Oh my God. Look at the moon. Now that's a beautiful moon. I'm gonna run up there so I can see it better. How do you take a screenshot in this game? Because this game is very pretty. I just really like it. I don't wish to pick any more pairs right now, though. I do not. Oh no! It's going behind a cloud! Don't do that, moon! I came up here to look at you. It's so pretty. The trees. Oh God, stop looking at it. Just go play the game. No, just play the game. Don't get distracted. I see a large pillar of light over there. Oh, the mini map. Right, look at the mini map. I got to train my eyes to look at the mini map so I can I need to go up here for something. So actually I was kind of going in the right direction by looking at the moon. Y'all, the moon will never lead you astray. Mother Moon, just ask a loon. Ask any fella moonkin and they will tell you. It's right there in their name. Look at these stupid bastards. I'm gonna whip their ass. Look at that chest. It's got magical runes floating around it. Well, that's cool. Let me get a sip of coffee. Then I'm going to whip their ass, and I'm taking whatever's in that chest because it's rightfully mine, y'all. I'm something of a conqueror, y'all. Notice Straza the Magnanimous. Notice Straza the Conqueror. I'm going to kill all 3 of these ne'er-do-wells. They're criminals, y'all. Yeah, come get some. That's right. Gonna get your little asses whipped. Your little weird headdresses. Oh, you're up there, are you? How do I get up there? Oh no! Wait. Shoot the magic up there. I can't hit him? How do I do this? Ha, he's way too, y'all, I'm way too fast for him. Huh. Got the fucking reflexes of a goddamn bald eagle, I do. But I gotta figure out how to get up there to him, because this is baffling me. I don't have Amber. Amber is the question is how I get up there. The fucking answer is Amber. We use Amber because she can shoot a shoot. That's right. Miss your shot, dumbass.
Go, Barrett Bunny.
Oh look. What did she say? Go Barrett Bunny. The fuck's she talking about? I gotta do R. Haha. Yes. Yes. Now we switch back to Noda. I can't switch. Oh, good God. Look at me, y'all. Shooter.
Nothing to it.
That's right. Y'all, when she summoned the little plushy looking anime thing, whatever it is, I don't know, y'all. I just don't know much about this stuff. But the thing is, she said something, Barrett or something. We'll have to hear it again. But she's got a name for that thing. Yeah, and Amber's saying, yeah, I mean... She's a proud girl, y'all. Fuck yeah. I'm going to start a guild in WoW. It's going to be called Proud Girls. I think a lot of people would join it. I think it would be fucking fun, y'all. It might take people on raids and become a raid leader again. I could do it, y'all. You think your girl can't do it? I'd be goddamn. I can and I might. I almost said I can and I will. I don't want to make a promise I can't deliver on, y'all. Because I don't know if I could commit to a day of... or at least a couple days of organized raid leading, y'all. That'd be kind of tough for me. But I'd like to do it. But I think Proud Girls would be such a fucking cool name for a guild. Girls of all type and stripe would be welcome. But I let boys in too. I don't want to discriminate against them. Okay, here, nothing to it, y'all.
Though I've got to say,
Let's get
you
going.
surprised me a little with your moves there.
Honey, don't be surprised. Because you ain't seen nothing yet. Let me tell you.
Thanks for the backup. How'd it feel?
Goddamn Amber. I am not the backup. I'm the main character. You are the backup. That's not, okay, goddamn, we are getting off on the wrong foot here, y'all. I swear to God. She is the backup. Okay, don't listen to her, y'all. Don't be swayed by this. Y'all know I'm the main character. She ain't, y'all, she's a nobody at this point. Okay, don't listen to her, please. Does she have a fairy god niece? No, the fuck she doesn't. Okay, I'm the, whatever. I'm the big deal here, not her. Don't ignore her. I don't give a fuck. I know she's got bunny ears, y'all, and I know that promotes her in a lot of people's eyes, but please pay that no attention, and also ignore the sunglasses and whatever. And the fact that she has a side hip quiver for arrows. Do not look at that, okay? I would cover that on the screen if I could, but I can't. So just ignore her. Okay, she's lying already. We got to keep an eye on her. Okay. I'm having strong reactions today. For some reason. Y'all, I'm not high. Okay, please. I think something is in my coffee, though. I don't know. I thought I woke up with bad energy this morning, but I just feel really good. Barely broke a sweat, or I could say those things are tougher than they look. Hang on, y'all. The brain is just processing, y'all. I'm processing. You know, you have that thing. A lot of people say they're having a brain fart. I don't like to say that, y'all. Y'all know that I don't use the bathroom in that way. You know, I do not poo and also do not fart. Very extremely, you know, the pinnacle of femininity, of course. I do not have those types of bodily functions. So, but I don't use that language of brain fart. I just say I'm processing, y'all. You know, like the wheels are turning, but like the mouse has come off of it. Yeah, that's what's happening right now, y'all. Yeah. Like the fucking cheese done slid off my biscuit, y'all. I only started the stream the same way as I start it every day, which is with 2 brain cells, y'all. And we about down to 1. Y'all, I swear to God, I'm having fun. I'll go put another fucking cup of coffee. It'll be 4 coffee. I can't do it, y'all. Goddamn. I'll go put a 4th cup of coffee on the pot. I'll do it. You know, I'm not a pussy, y'all. I'll do it. I still got about 20% of a cup. I could have said a quarter of a cup. I know it's a difference of 5%, but I also like to be honest, y'all. This is a family channel, so it's utmost honesty always. And that's you know, it's beyond a promise. Okay, it's like pinky swear, you know. And I got a stout ass pinky that I'm very proud of. Yep. I'm going to move on now. Those barely broke a sweat. Y'all, I barely broke a sweat.
Now that you mention it, how is it the Hilichurls ended up here?
The who? Paimon, you cannot simply introduce brand new, weird, strange words into our dialogue. What the... So now we know that they're called Hilichurls. Okay, I can live with it because that's cute. Had it been anything else, I would have besmirched.
These creatures don't seem like the type to set up camp so close to cities like this.
Well, how would you know that, Paimon? Are you prejudging the Hilichurls? Y'all, Paimon, honey, please do not prejudge. I know they're wearing masks and they're robbing liquor stores and engaging in criminal behavior, but you cannot just judge a whole group of people. Okay, Paimon, please. They're talking about she said the type, and I was offended greatly.
Exactly. It's more normal for them to be much further out in the wilderness.
God damn it, Amber. You're off the team now. Don't agree with her just because she can float and she has a pink crown. You don't agree with her. Amber, you're literally on my team.
But because the dragon, Storm Terror, has been around a lot more recently, our orchards have been destroyed and the local market has been affected as well.
That Storm Terror is not a name a dragon would give itself. Okay? Because Terra is a negatively associated word. And people love dragons. Everybody loves dragons, y'all. Am I wrong? All my life I thought people loved them. We're gonna move forward. I shan't dwell.
When the storm storms hit, we usually end up with at least a few injuries, so the Knights of Favonius have been tied up doing the best they can to defend the area.
Hell yeah, y'all. Up with the Knights of Flavonius, y'all. I keep putting an L in it. I don't know why. I guess I'm thinking about Flava Flav. You know, if I ever thought of a rapper that would join the Knights of Favonius, it would be Flava Flav. He is very cool. I think Flava Flav is one of the coolest fucking rappers ever. You know, and I cannot be the only person that believes that. I refuse to believe it. But, you know, LL Cool J pretty cool too. So is Lil Wayne. You know, Lil Wayne is very cool. That's neither here nor there. Let's move forward.
So these annoying creatures have been getting closer and closer to the city?
Why? They're not annoying. They are simply misunderstood, Paimon. You have a lot to learn.
Exactly. That said, clearing this camp helped make the area a little bit safer.
I see that we're engaging in politically correct language around what we did. I see that now. She says clearing the camp. We slaughtered everyone in this fucking camp. And we're saying we cleared it. That's one way to put it.
Come with me. A responsible knight must make sure to see you to the city safely.
Oh, yes. A responsible knight, just like Amber. Okay. Let me sip some coffee. Oh my God, we gotta go 248 whole meters? That's a long way. Oh, okay. I see who I'm gonna play now. I see who. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, I had the hiccups. Give me a sec. Let me get a sip of coffee, and I'll
feel
take.
like running.
Shush, shush, Amber. Shush. Please, girl. Let me do the yappings, okay? Here's the thing. Amber has a better idle animation than my Noda. Noda keeps yawning and going, arr, arr. She goes, arr. Like, shut up. Just shut it. Shut. See, look. This is a better idle animation. It's not nearly as annoying. Like, let me give Amber a name. Can I rename Amber so she feels more like mine, and then I can start playing her more?
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
This is not I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You can't stand around. Why is the whole world rushing me all the time? This is not lazing about. Okay, just... God forbid a girl wants to smell the goddamn roses, y'all. You can't do it. They just want to rush me around, and I hate it. Stop that. Stop it. Press F.
Wow, these will come in handy.
I got an exquisite chest. Let me get that. Adventurer's experience and a tail feather. Well, I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do with a tail feather, but maybe it'll become clear later on. Okay. Mint. Okay, up the hill we go. Boop bop, boop bop. Boopity bop, boopity bop. Oh, okay, hold on. Those are level 12. Level 12. What level am I? Hang on, how do I look? Like this. Oh, wow. I wouldn't... Amber's level 1. Okay, I wish they would sync your level. I wish they would sync your level between your characters. But y'all, Noda's level 3. Those are level 12. I wouldn't stand a chance. Not a blooming chance. Wait, what are artifacts? Oh, that's like a that's like a Sailor Moon cap or something. No, that's a handkerchief of Sailor Moon cap. The fuck am I talking about? A Sailor Moon cap. The fuck? Equip it. Okay, good. It didn't show up on my caricature. I can equip this as well. This is an adventure flower. It gives me 129. Oh wow! Look, it gives a 2-piece set. Max HP increased by 1,000. 4-piece set opening a chest. Regenerates 30% max HP over 5 seconds. Okay, I guess that's pretty good. I mean, y'all, 2 pieces on 1,000 health? That's a lot. Equip it. Okay, and then we got right here, what is this? Oh, please God, let me put a feather in my hair. Adventure's tail feather. Oh, so this counts as a set with the other? Oh, no. If I equip, so basically, okay. You can equip, y'all, any 4 artifacts is what it looks like, and they will count toward the set. They don't have to be like, it's not like WoW where it's some specific item set. Like, looks like any artifact does this. Okay, I'm sure I'll learn more about this as I go. Very cool though. Hell yeah. That's 1,000 extra health. I'm going to try to fight these level 12s, y'all. I'm going to see what happens. I can get 2 more, it looks like. Oh, okay. Now I do see. Okay, so each one is each one is like a different kind of set, like Sands of Eon. Okay, and then you go back and you can see them here. I click the same one again. Right here. Right. Okay. I think I understand that. Okay. Oh, that's cute. She's got a cute laugh. And she loves her little thingamabob, or I don't know what to call it, y'all, but she loves it. It's like a little plushy thing. It actually fights alongside her. I don't fuck. Y'all, it's above Mommy's pay grade.
Hey,
I don't know.
There's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
Okay, let's take a look. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Let me go over here. There's too much. Y'all. I don't know which way to go. Let me pull up my map. I can understand better if this is what I'm doing. I'm going to Mondstadt because we want to get to the city and check out some of this stuff. Okay, I'm going to the city. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. No more, I'm not going to get distracted, I promise. Running, oh, don't get hurt, Amber. Let me switch back to little Noda. Okay, very good. Where's the city? There it is. Oh, here's a waypoint. Good. Oh, I already got that one. Okay. I remember now.
What's that?
Answering on an empty stomach.
Oh my God.
smells so
Y'all,
good.
is there some, oh my God. Okay, I've already been right here because I remember Lynn and I got sidetracked by the whole Amber thing. Okay. Let me just avoid, sorry Lynn girl, I ain't fucking with you right now, honey. I'm going to the city. Okay. That's what I'm doing. I will not be distracted. Timmy! Look, we found Timmy. And y'all, look, this is not me getting distracted. We are right here on the edge of the city, y'all. The precipice, the very precipice of the city. And I just saw Timmy. Like from South Park, y'all know Timmy and Jimmy. Okay, please. I just want to talk to him for a second. Then we're going to go. We're going to the city. We're right here. It's fine. Please. Timmy. Okay, son, that is the wrong. You do not. Number one, I'm older than him. You do not. Timmy, you don't talk to your fucking elders that way. Number one. Number two, he says, what are you doing? You're scaring the pigeons away. Timmy, he's defending fucking birds, y'all. I'm about to snatch this boy up by his hair, y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not how you get on mommy's good side, y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now. Be fucking careful, Timmy. Okay, tread lightly. You better strap them boots on tight, boy. I'm telling you, because you ain't ready. I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, Timmy, have a nice day, son. How do I get out of this? Oh, I can, okay, I can talk to him. I just had to press a button. I was like, he's just gonna tell me to leave the pigeons alone? No, I actually get to talk to him. Very good. Y'all, my poor voice is very, that is not funny that my voice is tired. Let me get a sip of coffee. Okay, he says, no, gosh. There's not much I can do about it now. They'll be back. Or, goodbye. What am I gonna say? Just goodbye. Yeah, fuck him. You know, Timmy, you little son of a bitch. Timmy! Where are your parents? Why are you out here? You're too young to be out here stood on a bridge. Where's your... Y'all, I swear to God. This is how children become ragamuffins, y'all. It all starts like this. It's straight. Here's the pathway. Okay, there's two stops. There's three things that happen. Lack of parental involvement, okay, in the child's upbringing. 2, ragamuffin syndrome. Okay, if you don't know what a ragamuffin is, I encourage you to look it up. 3, criminality and prison time. Okay, do not leave your goddamn children laying around in the streets. I shouldn't have to say this, y'all, but goddamn it, Timmy. You see, he's already defending birds. You know, Satan's favorite animal. Okay. And we all know that's true, right? We understand that. Everybody does. I'm going to have to... Timmy, have a nice day. Goodbye. Well, at least he knows where his mommy's at. He says, "What? I'm telling mommy on you." Good, Timmy. Bring her out here. Bring her out here. I'll fight her. Yeah, I'll whip your mommy's ass. You know, tell her to watch her son. You know, keep an eye on him. Good day, Timmy. Fucking Timmy, y'all. Down with Timmy. Oh, look. Another minute. Look, two lovely people over. No. I'm going in the city, y'all. I can do this. Hold on. Control. I'm walking up in this bitch, y'all. Oh, look. Swan and Lawrence. Lawrence?
Mondstadt,
Please visit a
Mondstadt.
barber shop. Lawrence, please visit a barber shop at your earliest convenience. I'm walking up in this mofo, y'all. Fuck yeah, I did it. Mission accomplished. We made it to the city. There's the girlfriend.
Let me officially introduce the city of wind, dandelions, and freedom.
Oh, wow. I really like that description. The girlfriend, here's a sip for my honey bunny. She's putting the dino dance. It's the dino, y'all. It's not the dino. Don't call it that, please. Let me get a sip for my baby. This one's for you, sweetheart. Oh, and a stretch too. Oh my God, girl. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Gosh, and then let me do the right. Okay, I didn't get a cramp on the left, so maybe I can do the right too. Okay. Oh, golly, gosh. Oh, my. Oh, okay. That's better. Baby doing the lizard dance. That girl, I swear, I'm starting to think she a lizard, y'all. She be talking about these lizards all the time. Y'all, look at Amber. Look at Amber's description of this city. We know that this is a great city, y'all. I believe it's called Mondstadt. And it is really cool. Y'all saw the little vista view? You saw it. It was very pretty. They played some nice music as well. And I was like, goodness, this is nice. It was a touch loud, if I'm being honest. And I have to do it, you know. It was a little bit loud. It was a touch loud. They could have turned it down just a notch. It's like when you're watching YouTube and you're like, you've got your favorite person on there and they're lulling you off to sleep with their lovely voice, and then all of a sudden a fucking ad comes on. It's like burn. And it's like, what the fuck? I was dozing off. What the fuck? I do not care. Yes, I like Papa John's pizza, but goddamn, can I keep my fucking eardrums? Like, I was falling asleep. How fucking rude could you be? Don't do that to me. Golly. But listen to this description, y'all. Listen. She says, let me officially introduce you to the city of wind, dandelions, and freedom. Y'all, I love the sound of that, y'all. You know I'm a freedom-loving girl. Fuck yeah. I live out in the country in a wide open space. And that reminds me, y'all like the Dixie Chicks. Y'all ever heard the song Wide Open Spaces? Because I live in the middle of a big pine forest and I'm very free. I'm about as free as you can get, you know. Love my freedom. Let me get a sip. My neighbors are very nice. I went for many years without having any neighbors, you know. And then all of a sudden, everybody started showing up in my neck of the woods. I was like, gosh darn it. But I lucked out because my neighbors are very sweet, lovely people. And I just enjoy them. You know, when the weather gets nice again and I can go for walks, I always walk by and they're usually out in the yard and they're out there with their kids and I give them a little wave and they're like, hey, and I'm like, hello. You know. Yeah. Honey Bunny says, yee, this person called Natalie XOXO. I could fall asleep to her stream because of her lovely voice. Oh, honey. You doth flatter. You doth. She's buttering me up, y'all. She must want something.
Travelers under the protection of the Knights of Favonius, welcome to Mondstadt.
Baby says, and we know it has happened before. Oh, look at that fella. Okay, so Amber says, she says, travelers under the protection of the Knights of Favonius. Welcome to Mondstadt. Okay, Amber, you don't have to keep your eyes closed, honey. You can look at me. It's okay. She must think I'm hideous.
Finally, no more having to camp outdoors.
Paimon, we know that's y'all just straight out the gate. This is my fairy god niece. This is my fairy god niece. Let me introduce, if y'all hadn't been here and y'all just getting here. This is Paimon, my fairy god niece, okay? And she has not, look at her. You think this girl has ever been camping in her whole fucking life? No, she has not. She hasn't. She's a smartphone type of girl, okay? Also, she doesn't have to use a smartphone. She can simply enchant a rock and watch YouTube videos on it because she's a goddamn magical creature. It's a magical land. We're all magical. It's whatever. It's totally normal. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's fine. But she does not camp out, y'all. Look at how she's garbed. Okay, does this look like real tree? Is she wearing real tree camouflage? Nope. Is this mossy oak? No, the fuck it's not. This is fairy princess bullshit, and nobody camps out in that. So do not listen to Paimon's lies, y'all. She tells them early, she tells them often.
But the city folk don't look too cheery.
Okay.
Everyone's been put out of place by storm terror recently.
That's a lie. Amber also tells lies. Dragons do nothing wrong, never have, never will, didn't do nothing, hashtag it.
But everything will turn out fine as long as Jean's with us.
Yeah, as long as you're wearing your blue jeans, you'll be fine. I agree, Amber. Correct statement for once.
Jean?
Acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Jean, Defender of Mondstadt.
I mean, why just put some glaze on him? Why don't we just glaze him up? Turn him into a goddamn Krispy Kreme donut. Or her, I don't know. It's a bisexual name. Bisexual? Unisexual. That's right.
With Jean on our side, surely even the vicious storm terror will be no match for us.
I had an uncle named Gene, y'all. I did. Did you know what? It didn't start with a J, though. It started with a G. Yep, that's a true fact. Not all facts are true. Some of them are fucking lies. Just thought I would throw that out there. Sounds like somebody's... Okay, I could say sounds like somebody's pretty impressive. Yes, exact. That's my thoughts exactly. I mean, goddamn. The glaze, y'all. The fucking glaze.
Before I take you guys to the Knights of Favonius headquarters, I have a present for you, Traveler.
Okay, well, let's see what you got. Let me get a sip of coffee. Hold on, Amber. Don't get carried away. Okay, just calm your tits. Just calm down, honey. Let me get a sip of coffee, then you can give me the present. Okay? Baby says Amber turd. Good one. Classic good one, honey bunny.
It's a reward for helping me clear out that Hilichurl camp.
She pronounced this word wrong. This is Hilichurl. Okay. I don't believe in silent letters, y'all. Never have, never will. We've been over this.
Hey! Why doesn't Paimon get a reward?
Because, Paimon, you do not need a reward. Why does she not need a reward? Well, there's several reasons. Okay, number one, her outfit is already the cutest out of the three of us. Okay. She's got a goddamn cloak that has the cosmos on it. Also, she has a pink crown and she has some darkly colored star in her hair. Why would she need a reward? Also, I almost forgot the most fucking important thing of all, which is the fact that she can fly or at the very least float. So what else does she fucking need, y'all? God, she's already overpowered.
Because this reward is useless to you, Paimon. But I'll treat you to a traditional Mondstadt delicacy, sticky honey roast.
Sticky honey roast? Is that honey ham? Y'all, because goddamn, mommy loves fucking honey ham. Oh my.
Sticky honey roast!
Looks like Paimon has a tooth for it as well.
Come with me. We'll head to the city's, high ground.
Wait a minute, Amber. Hold on, girl. Why are you stuttering all of a sudden? Should high ground be in quotes? What are we doing? Okay, are we about to get up to... Okay, Amber? Amber. I'm just looking at you, girl. Are them bunny ears on too tight? Or are you about to get us into some bullshit? You know. Oh, wow. I got a bunch of stuff. Okay. Wow, that was a lot. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, wow. There's... wait, y'all, once there's more than 3 things on my screen, I get very afraid and very confused, y'all. Oh, my God.
It's over, Natalie. I have the high ground.
Oh my. Honey Bunny is a Star Wars fan and a half. Well played. Well played. There's just too much. I don't know what to do. It says with your help. I'm gonna click out of this. Y'all. We made it to the city. That was kind of the big goal. You know, most people could have done this in like 20 minutes. It took me multiple hours, y'all. Okay, here's the thing. Y'all, my throat has gotten sore. And if not for that, I would carry on. But it's kind of rough when your
This
throat's
used to be
sore.
a bustling street, but with so many storm terror attacks recently, the usual crowds are nowhere to be seen. Except for the local tavern near the
God,
city hall
Marjorie,
over there.
shut the fuck
they haven't
up,
been
girl.
affected. If anything, their
Get out of
business
my
is better than
ear.
ever.
Oh my God. Okay, let me go over here away from these yappers. But yes, my throat has gotten a touch sore, y'all. Let me get a sip of coffee. It was trying to do this yesterday. I don't know, maybe I just yap more than usual or something. I don't know. But we got to the city and we got a good feel for the game. Yeah, and so please don't even think about it, Norma Jean. Just fuck off. Just don't even stop. You see that? Did you see it? She looked to me like she really wanted to do a damn stop and chat, and I'm glad she just kept fucking going. Oh, don't start your yawning. Let me switch to Amber, because Amber's not that annoying. You know, hate annoying yawners. Gosh, glad I'm not one. I always yawn in the most non-annoying way possible, and everybody knows that. Margaret, don't do it. Don't, Margaret. No, Margaret. Get up here. Hide behind a tree. Fuck it. Okay. But, what's my initial thoughts on the game, y'all? I think I really, really like it. I love the splitting dialogue style. I really like the combat, and I like the idea of like this team swapping thing that you do. You get more characters, and they start you off with good characters, so it feels pretty good. I was worried about that because this game does have like I've been told, some gambling mechanics, and I've never played a game that really had that, so I was a little reluctant. But I'm glad to see that they start you off with like pretty cool characters, you know. And I've got 2 so far. And but yeah, I think that's a good place to stop for the day. I had a great time with y'all. Everybody that came out and chatted, thank you so much. Everybody that lurked.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
Everybody that lurked, thank you too. Thank you so much. And everybody that will watch the VOD, thank you all so very much. I appreciate every ounce of support I get. I always do. Let me get a sip of coffee. So today is Sunday. Yes, Sunday. So I'm gonna be off.
There's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
Okay, Amber. Next time, honey. I'm gonna be off a couple of days, and I will be back with y'all on Wednesday. 10 a.m. sharp. We'll be playing WoW, of course. And there's Concrete. Hey, Concrete. Howdy. How you doing? I was just winding us down. Glad you stopped by. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing good.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
We are not lazing around, Amber. You can stand around without being lazy. As a matter of fact, I do it all the time. It's called smelling the rose. I get tired of having to come down on Amber like this, y'all, but she be annoying me, y'all. Oh, Concrete says, so what's the update on the appointment thing? Let me turn this down a touch. We don't need music right now. We don't need all this. We'll just take the volume down to 2. Yeah, that's a good a number as any. So yeah, I didn't have to go. It was just like some inflammation, I guess, from how I was sitting or something, and it was just what I was told is that it was kind of just like a delayed healing response, but everything was fine, no further infection. So everything is going good, Concrete. Everything's all right. We're healing up, and you know, I'm on the mend. Thank you so much for asking. Get a sip of coffee. But yes, let's see. Concrete says, them doctors, I'm telling you, Concrete says, them doctors were trying to farm some, Concrete, like, here's the thing, like, my God, he tells me, like, I've never seen this from a doctor before. He was talking out of both sides of his freaking mouth. He says, it looks okay from the pictures, and then turns right around and says, if you need an evaluation, though, feel free to call the nurses line and set something. I'm like, what the if it looks okay, why would I do that? Like, what you saying, bro? I wasn't... God damn, mommy was born at night, but it was not last night. You know. Okay. But I gotta head out. So Sunday, be off a couple days. I'll be back Wednesday, 10 a.m. sharp. And thank you all for being here. And other than that, I just hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. And of course, whatever y'all find yourselves doing, I sincerely hope you take joy in it.
Hey,
I really do. And
come on, let's take a look.
So until next time, I'll see you all later. And bye-bye for now. See ya.